comes our first heat race, it looks like already.
Gallinger with you here from I-76 Speedway in Fort Morgan,
We're going to have our
Colorado.
first heat race right out of the box.
This is the 2022 Dwarf Car Nationals. This is the Pro Dwarf Heat number 1.
T1 out there lining up. Getting them all lined up, racked and stacked.
We're missing a couple. We're missing.
It'll be our first heat race of the weekend. The big show tomorrow night. Well, main event tonight, main event tomorrow night.
We got 5 cars
So far,
lining up.
we have 6 cars.
We should have
Look
8.
at our lineup. Once again, thanks for coming out. Don't forget about our I-76 concessionaire.
Sounds like we should have
During the evening,
8 cars lining
Christine's
up.
down there with her whole crew. Get you some popcorn from the popcorn kids as they go through the crowd. $1 a bag for popcorn, and there's $1 in some of those bags. So you could luck out tonight and be the lucky winner of $1. There'll be free popcorn for you. Well, we have free popcorn.
And apologies, it is the
We're
Sportsman.
just waiting that we get everybody out there that's
Heat
supposed to be out
that is
there.
Apologies, folks.
And get
This is
ready.
my first ever
It's the Western States Dwarf Car Association in
Dwarf
combination with the Central States
Racing
Dwarf Car Association.
appearance.
And everybody,
So
we're
I'm
live
getting
tonight on the Western
So we
States
have
Dwarf
Mike
Car
Oakley and
Association.tv.
Casper
For all of you
Wyoming
watching from home,
starting
don't
on
forget,
the
now most races are live stream.
33.
Everybody has their own thing going on. I see the camera person out here
Coming
taking
out.
pictures. Met the gentleman
Yours won the
earlier,
uh,
set up the volume.
Coming out.
36.
Maybe that's why we're a little loud at first, but I think we're good now. Hopefully I'm not
We
too
have
loud for
36
y'all.
in the staging area. We're missing a car.
I can put this microphone down and
Dan
be
Trent
blamed for being too loud. I'll
from
tell you, that's just the
Evansville,
way I am.
Wyoming.
They're always trying to calm me down up here.
Thank you. 36 is on his way out, so we'll have a full.
Well, I
field.
guess we're the last car we're missing is on his way out as we speak.
Okay. Pat, you want to hold it down and tell them that the 37 is not heating?
Oh, I think we're gonna get a.
And Dan Warner, John
The 37 and 92. How many laps, Pat?
is on his way out.
How many laps are these guys doing?
Oh, let me look.
So we will now have a full field of
I'm
cars.
sorry, the wind's getting your radio. What was that?
It is going to be the 333.
Michael Oakley on the pole in a 333 car.
8 laps.
Outside of him, the 92 of Dan Tripp as they come down for 1 to go. It's the 42C of Kane Weidenbacher in the inside second row. Outside of Kane is Dan Varner in the 36 car. Inside
Or does not
the
heating?
third row is Landon Falkenberg in the 8 car. 75C is Travis Berman. The 06 of John Pipe.
Okay, 92
And then Kelsey
and
Edwards
37C. Their
bringing up the back in the
transponders are not
37C.
working.
And that's going to be your
92
first Sportsman
and
Dwarf
37C.
Heat Race 2022 coming out for the green flag. And we got green.
Here we go for the green flag.
And they go 3 wide into 1 and 2. We got one drifting up, one down low, and it's the 333 of Michael Oakley out into the lead.
333 of Oakley into the lead. As
The
they
leader
charge.
at this time, Oakley, followed by the 36 of Dan Varner on the inside. 32C of Kane Weidenbacher up in the 3rd place. Your 4th place car is Landon Falkenberg moving forward, looking to the outside, looking for 3rd place. Falkenberg in the 8 car.
Battling up top.
333 still the lead. Michael Oakley. Michael Oakley from Casper, Wyoming, showing these Colorado guys a way around the racetrack. Michael Oakley leading the first heat race, followed by Dan Varner holding down that 2nd position, and the 42C of Kane Weidenbacher. Weidenbacher at 3rd and Pipe up in the 4th. nice heat
Dan
race
Varner
behind
up
that
in
leader.
second.
But he's stretching out the bounds a little bit there to 333 on Michael Oakley.
His pipe.
These guys are getting on a burn. Still holding set, Oakley, followed by Varner.
Sliding up top. John Pipe getting underneath them as they go into turn 3.
Just battle for third
Not able
place.
to do anything. That the caution.
Yellow flag. Got a spin up in two.
Keep that lap.
It's a 37C of Kelsey Edwards. Stuck up there in the top of 2.
And Kelsey Edwards just coming to a stop.
And we got a mechanical
Okay, we gotta go
issue.
back to the last lap. So put
We'll get
92
somebody to
in
get him
back,
off the
he
track.
gets
We'll
his
go
lap
back to the
back.
last lap. And
Put 92 in the tail. He gets his lap back. 32, 42.
Dan,
come on in.
Dan
Please come
Schroeder
in.
is going to go to the back of the field.
You missed someone.
Right after
He is going to get
Forrest
his lap
Hunter,
back. So it is
there
Mike
should be a
Oakley
Justin Ryan.
Okay.
in the lead,
They're good. We can start 6.
followed by Dan
He is
Warner.
Morgan County Ambulance Service
Yeah, I got him here.
in Wiggins Fire. Thank you. I hopefully won't have to bother you again.
That's
Okay,
it.
the
Don't be
42
coming back.
is working, Pat.
42 is working.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, getting them racked and stacked after our yellow flag.
We have out
We're
there.
gonna
So I only have one that's not.
see Leroy out there with his fancy little hooker.
37.
Got the happy hooker out there side by side. The guy made, he made just to tow the Dwarf cars and the little lightning sprints and stuff. His name's Leroy. And he has a fun time with it.
Just the 37.
Retired Marine, I believe. Gotta have something to do here on the weekends. Anyway, well, welcome one more time to I-76 Speedway.
And here we
Once
got
again, we'll be starting
75
six.
We have
and
to talk a little bit about our main here,
Travis
Speedway sponsor.
out of Colorado
Rock Auto.
Springs.
I need to make a special thanks to Rock Auto for sponsoring our wristbands for this event. If you're wearing a wristband, it came from Rock Auto. So order your auto parts online from Rock Auto. You can go on 24/7, have them delivered to your door. You can get all the parts you ever need.
Starts in
But that's rockauto.com.
with
Also, I'd like to mention our event sponsors, Andy Rogers and Matco Tools,
as we are going to go
Arvada Excavating,
under the caution.
Co Mechanical, and the Riverside Recyclers. See, Riverside
Mike
Recyclers are a
Oakley
big
out of
sponsor of the
Casper,
dwarf car
Wyoming.
movement in Colorado for sure.
It's one of those.
See a lot of Riverside Recycling on a lot of these cars.
Yeah.
On that
John Pike's
restart,
big with the Riverside.
That one, what the heck is that?
Let's see if Oakley.
I just like to
can
mention
keep
them
the
sponsors
Wyoming-
sponsoring this show, this
I'm a
two-day
little
show.
partial to Wyoming as I am
Those things are
from
crazy.
Rock Springs, Wyoming.
Razors.
So I've got, I know as a broadcaster, you're not supposed to show favoritism for dragline.
That's too bad. We always show favoritism. That never bothers me. Oh, was that? Oh, there you go. See,
We pick our favorite
yeah,
colors.
you know, we probably get in trouble up here a little too much, but we do have our favorites. Not supposed to, but you know, we break the rules.
We pick our favorite
But
colors.
in this case, this is my first national, so I'll go ahead and break the
There
rules.
you go.
with
Your
the-
first
with
national.
you guys.
Yeah, you break the rules, man. That's how we do it. The national day. You got a guy out there from Wyoming. You got to cheer him up.
Okay, once again, the lineup is good. Do you guys want these to start single
Dan
file?
Varner's still out with the lead.
Okay.
They're just trying to get
You're
this
good.
lineup straight, and I believe we might have it this
What do they
time.
call this?
Dan Varner with the lead. He's out front in the Delaware restart.
Sorry, I put it in my mouth.
The leader goes out to the front, and the second place car falls on what side he wants. In this point, Dan Varner has chosen the low side, being the number 2 car, and then
Okay, this is where
everyone
we're
else
at.
falls into regular position after that. Called the Delaware restart. I like to call it the
Wrong radio.
Colorado Delaware restart, but that's
And
just
so
me.
we'll have Varner on
Gets me
the
in trouble, you know, more
inside.
trouble for me. I like drama. And we got the 333 up front still. hanging in there.
The traditional
Michael
first
Oakley.
place position. If you didn't have Michael Oakley at
And
the front
the
of the
36
steer.
of Dan Barner and
36
John
is we're
Pipe
back
in the
to
06.
green.
We got a green flag at time. Green
John Pipe
flag.
in the 06 trying to.
There's
back
the
on
06
field.
down on
Can't
the
do
low
anything.
side of 36.
John Pipe can't
John
do something.
Barner. Dan Barner takes the lead.
Barner with the lead down
He
the
hokey doked
backstretch.
that 333 down on the bottom
The
side.
42 with 8 times.
The 33 of Michael Oakley. In second place of 42C, Kane Weidenbacher looking down low. A little too low there for Kane.
Oh, there's contact in the
Oh, we have contact in the back
back.
chute.
The 8.
The 8 car's off the track.
75.
They'll bring out a yellow. He's in a
Both make
precarious
contact coming
position.
out of turn 2.
Yellow's already out.
Both of them with a couple of
That 8
donuts.
car's in the
We've got a
Falkenberg's in
broken
a
tire on
precarious position.
75's tires.
That'll bring
broke.
out a yellow. We need to get him out from up there.
Okay. Who was yellow for, my dear?
75's tire is broken. It's kind of headed the wrong direction.
And looks like we've got a tire issue on the 75 of
We're
Travis
here real good.
Berman out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, from that contact with Landon Falkenberg.
Oh, the 92's joining back up
He's
to the
stalled
back
on
edge.
the top of 2.
Got one stalled out there at the top of 2. He's either waiting for him or he needs help.
Travis Berman with that tire issue now
Travis Berman
stalled, so
just sitting up
we'll
there.
see what that comes.
We'll see what comes of that up there at the top of 2. How many laps are going,
It will
guys?
be lap 7. We will
Yep.
be starting
I know
7.
that. Race Pass told me that. How many we going? 8? 10? You don't know. Good
I
job.
wish I did.
And
All
currently
right,
we've
while
got
we're working
Dan
out that
Varner
car
in
up
front.
there in the top of 2.
Okay, you guys, we have to
Followed
go
by
back.
Mike
That will
Oakley.
put 06 in the front, 333, 42.
And going back
06
to
is
the
part of the yellow,
last
but 92 chose the back.
lap
So they're
score.
fine.
I'd like to
And
welcome
once again, we'll be
everyone one
starting
more time
7.
to our 2-night show. We'll be doing it again tomorrow night.
We do have
Have them look and see where the 42
Half will qualify
is.
tonight, half
Not
tomorrow
changing all
night.
the time.
For the big main
so we'll
event
get that to you as soon as it's adjusted here.
here at the legendary
Right now
I-76
it's showing
Speedway.
Dan Varner in the lead in the
Dwarf cars
36.
chose this speedway for
followed
their
by
national
Mike
event this
Oakley.
year.
In the
Just a fun speedway in those dwarf
333
cars, a
and
quarter
then
of a mile.
the 42
High bank.
of Dan
Make
Tripp,
the flat get with it out
and then
there.
the 06 of John Pipe, and then in 5th.
It's a little gem we're
Dan
proud of
Tripp.
here in Fort Morgan, Colorado, this speedway.
All right.
We're just getting them lined up, trying to get that 75 car off the racetrack.
And that 75 now being towed off
Yeah, I
the
need a
racetrack.
hook
He is
now. I don't know what happened there.
on the hook as the. Oh, you can definitely
Oh,
see
look
the
at that
left
left
front
front.
damage
Hanging off
from that
maybe,
contact.
maybe
with
lots
the
of ball
8
joint
car.
or something there. Definitely.
As you saw, that was
Definitely got a left
very
front damage on
significant.
that race car. Well, they'll get it ready for the
From
main
the
event.
stand.
Hopefully they got the parts they need. 75, your car's coming to the pits. Gonna need to get your wrenches out.
I love you. It doesn't last long.
We'll see what that team, as well as the 8 of Landon Falkenberg, is able to do later on tonight in the main event for tonight in preparation for Saturday's main event of this year's 2022 Dwarf Car Nationals for the Western States Dwarf Car Association. And this is also the Central States Dwarf Car Association
We'll be
All
starting.
right, we're gonna get them lined up this time. Our flagman Brody Smith's giving them the one to go.
One to go, Dan Varner
He's
leading.
got his assistant flagman up there tonight.
Mike Oakley
The
in
Sparker
second.
there, Sparky Beeman. Those two will take care of the positioning of the
Dan
flags.
Barner.
and,
He's gonna be up there permanently.
Be up there keeping an
Racing
eye on
for
the race
John
cars.
Hyde.
The way Don's doing, he's gonna. be
Riverside
up there.
Auto Recycling.
I don't think we can count on Don too much.
Here we
Barner
go
is
out
out of
front,
Pine
Dan
Valley,
Varner
California.
bringing them down for the green
As they
flag.
come into turn 3, Barner brings them
Must be
down
within
through
2
3 and
laps
4.
because we're
On
in
the
single
bottom.
file. Here we go. Green and white, green and white.
Here we go.
Last lap for these guys and girls.
Here comes the 42
Oh, here
to the
comes the
high
42
side.
up on the high
To the
side
high
of Varner.
side. There they go. The
It's
42.
down the back chute side by side.
Here in the
Into 3
three.
and 4. It's going to be off. It's going to be a finish. And it's a 42C.
It's
At
the
the
42C. Dan Tripp
42C.
out of Evansville, Wyoming.
Of Kane
gets the
Weidenbacker.
lead.
The 42C of Kane
Kane
Weidenbacker.
Weidenbacker.
Kiowa, Colorado.
Kane Weidenbacker.
Second place, 36
Gets
of
the
Dan
win.
Varner.
Dan Varner.
Third place
in
car.
Second.
Okay, I need
Weidenbacker.
John
just
Pipe
able
and
to
then Mike
power
Oakley, your top 5.
Are you sending him to her?
Out of
Kane
second.
Weidenbacker, here comes your second heat
Coming
race.
out of the top
My pass
group.
side.
Hey, we should have 7 cars in this one. We should have 7.
The Kane
Looks like we're
Weidenbacker.
Okay.
Power
All right, here we go with another 7-car heat
to
race.
get the win.
Same car.
Out on the pole, it's a 44M of Tommy
All
Mock.
the way around.
Outside of Tommy
to
in the
flag.
5C is Aaron
To
Berman.
get the win.
Inside the second row, that's the 17C of Keaton Shore. Outside of Keaton is the 81 car, Ricardo Leon. Third row inside, number 5 car, Landon Sibery of 72 car, and the 08 car of Danielle Long. And in the fourth row, bringing up number 7 position, the 13 of Dan Morris. Dan Morris out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Thank you.
Hey, you need the gig.
And from third side
For
down,
his
right?
back.
Yep, 75, 8, and 37C.
Here we go. Here we go. Green this time, sports fans. And we got green. Green, go, go, go. Out to the quick lead, the 44M of Tommy Mock.
Go.
Or 7.
7.
Tommy Buckman.
Tommy Mock and then Aaron Berman. Berman looking to the inside, 17C of Keaton Shore. Keaton Shore going to the lead. On the inside, Keaton Shore. Keaton Shore down doing some catfishing. Well, they're up top. It's the 44. Holding on to that lead. Tommy Mock with the lead. Here comes a 17.
Back there.
Keaton Shore looking down low again. Then you got the 08 of Danielle Long. Danielle Long up high in third place. And the 81 of Ricardo Leon. Ricardo Leon in fourth place. Here comes a 72. Watch that 13 of Dan Morris. A little loose there, getting into one.
Up top.
The 17 takes the lead. 17C, Keaton Shore. Now your leader. Easily by the 44M of Tommy Mock. Tommy Mock falls into second place. While your third place car just moves up. The 08 of Danielle Long. Danielle looking down low for second place. The second place car, 44, Tommy Mock holds on. Tommy Mock holding on to second.
Back there into the
Well, that 17C car, Keaton Shore, he's on a burn now.
As Keaton Shore is just out there on the Sunday drive at this point.
There's a spring.
Keaton Shore owning this heat race coming down for the last lap. White flag.
Shore comes to take the white flag.
Keaton Shore, Aaron Bierman for the white flag. The 44 car, Tommy Mock, still in second position. Here he come around for the checkered flag. Keaton Shore with your heat win. Heat number 2, your sportsman Dwarf heat race. WSTCA's CSTCA. I believe we're moving on to our Rocky Mountain Lightning Sprints will be next, I believe, at our whiteboard up here.
44, 81, 08, 13, 72, 5C.
Q5C, yes?
So you get it live too on the race pass. You get the live time and you ever use this? It's pretty slick. See right here, right now. It
What's
says
next? Lightning
connect. Go now, green this time. Green, go, green.
And welcome back, everybody. Rocky
There we
Mountain
go, around into 1 and 2, and the
Sprints.
quick leaders of 33 of Gail Ingram out front. The 81 car hold off that train for second place. The 21 car, BJ Sauer, falls into third.
Mike McMillan.
No, I only got 3.
Here we go. 33 up a little high, fell back and let them first 2 cars behind him get by.
21B and 1.
Right, gives you a new leader, Mike McMillan. Up in the 81 there, Mike McMillan. 21B now in second, BJ Sauer. There goes
33, right?
Ullery up in the third in the 1 car.
And we've got one slipping up in the back. Mike McMillan still dominating. The white
81 holding down that lead.
So I'm sorry, you said 7 and who?
Followed by the 21B of BJ
On
Sauer.
this quarter mile track, and you can really see these sprint cars are zooming around.
81 and McMillan still on the fly there. 21 is Sauer in second place.
BJ Sauer the one at Troy Ulrey.
81 gonna get a white flag this time around.
Not able to do anything with him in third as he's got a
White flag for Mike McMillan.
As the
Got this
white
heat race
flag.
in hand.
No challenger for McMillan as he is already
There's
charging.
Mike
at
McMillan.
Charging to the
No
checker.
challenger in the heat race. He's coming down for the checkered flag.
Checker flag. Mike
Winner of your Rocky Mountain Lightning Sprint heat race number 1.
Lightning.
Okay.
Mike McMillan. Followed by BJ Sauer in second. Troy Ullery in third.
Okay, I've got 81, 21B.
Okay. 81, 21.
Josh Flood in seven,
One,
and
7,
Gail
and
Ingram for your top
33.
5.
Okay, 88, 21.
No, 81, 21.
81, 21, 1, 7,
33.
33. Okay.
Somebody's radio is just.
Which
Alright,
is
that was a good heat race. We have another one coming your way. Rocky Mountain Lightning Sprints.
Timing.
Come out to race with us this weekend
and
with the
that was
Dwarf
a
cars.
fun
We
guest
got all
event
Dwarfs,
out
Rocky
of
Mountain Sprints.
Rocky Mountain Sprints.
We don't have any of our regular
The
IMCA
Dwarf
cars
car
this weekend.
nationals.
This is all about the Dwarf cars and the mini mods. Dwarf Car Nationals 2022 here at I-76 Speedway. Here come our
Here's
lightning
race
sprints.
2 for the lightning.
Out front, the 26, that's Chris Crowder.
Chris Crowder, 26.
Chris
Johnny
Crowder in the
Benz,
26 car outside of
24
Chris in the 31.
44, Ryan Rader.
That's Steve Becker in the 31 car. The 24, we all know him as Johnny Booze.
Sounds
Got a fan club here. I always hear them Johnny Booze fans are always here with us. We love you guys.
She likes to read.
44 is Ryan Rader. And then the 86 is Jen
Yeah,
Woods.
that I used to take to
Jen
school
can
every day.
really wheel that
Yeah,
car
Jen
around.
Woods.
Keep an eye on
Showed
Jen.
up one day.
She's
like,
Got one to go from Brody here. Our
Yeah.
light is out. That we mean the green to be about.
Yeah, a $10 bill. So I took them all and then
5
I
here in the
romance novels.
mini
But it
sprints.
had a lot of novels.
Lightning sprints, excuse me,
Organic
heat
ones that I liked.
2.
Yeah.
Had a lot
Here
of
from
those. So I definitely got my
Fort Morgan
But,
I-76.
Candace, She says,
Lights out for the Rocky Mountain Lightning Sprints. Brody's got that flag. Crowder's holding him to a nice pace. You gotta watch old Chris. He'll hokey doke him right there at the pink tire. Here they come down for the green flag. And there it is. There goes Crowder. And there goes Booze. Booze and Crowder, they will battle it out. Here comes the 31 bar. Steve Becker.
Exactly.
As they quickly
Here comes
get
Jen
out
Woods.
single
What I tell you about old Jen Woods?
Quickly up
From the back to the third place.
third places. Woods comes out of 4.
There goes Crowder throwing it sideways up at 1 and 2. Trying to hold off Booze. He's got a pretty good lead on
And Crowder
Johnny Booze
there
right
in
now.
third.
It's Booze and then Jen Woods in third. Jen Woods holding down that third position.
86.
Ever since she grabbed it from the 31 of Steve Becker.
31.
Woods is
Steve Becker and then Ryan Rader bringing up the back. 5th place.
as Chris
Top
Crowder is continuing to just
five. Chris
fling
Crowder
that car
opening up a
around.
lead there.
First.
Booze can't reel him in. Here comes Woods though. She's trying to reel in Johnny Booze for second position.
Johnny Booze in second just has nothing on Chris Crowder.
Johnny Booze, one of the fastest cars out here, but so's Chris Crowder. A couple of national event winners right there in the 26 and the 24. They go everywhere and they're fast, but Booze got nothing right now for Chris Crowder. We'll see what Johnny can do for the main event.
Nobody with anything.
Here we go, the white flag this time for the Lightning Sprint and Chris Crowder.
Comes out.
Well, it's coming down for you.
From here at I-76 Speedway in Fort Morgan, Chris Crowder comes into turn 3.
Here he comes out of 4
to
for
see
the
the
heat
checkered
race
flag.
2 winner.
Chris Crowder.
Chris Crowder.
wins heat 2 of the Rocky Mountain.
Chris Crowder with the win. Second place, Johnny Booze.
Johnny Booze.
All the way up into third, Jen Woods.
And Woods.
Jen Woods, and then Steve Becker
Okay, we should
and
have
Ryan
26.
Rader
All right,
bringing up
hold
your
on,
top
hold on.
5.
Get back to
Becker
this.
and Rader, 4th and 5th. For
Results,
heat
son.
Should be the vets now, the vets.
2.
We should have another dwarf heat race coming out. This should be our veteran.
86.
So the difference between a sportsman and the veteran and a pro is the veteran's everyone over 45 years of old.
And
So
now we have a
45 years of
veteran
age, so
heat race.
I don't know if they're saying these are the
For
old guys
dwarf
or what. I don't know.
cars.
Anyway, that's what I'm told the veterans are, and this is a veteran heat race.
So those racing in the
The
veterans
first ones we had
class.
out here were the sportsmen. Those are the beginner types. And then the pros will be out here in a little bit. Those are the fast guys. Those are the pros, or the pros, or the pros.
The vets are the ones over the age of 45.
We have
These are over the age
What
of
was
45,
31?
allegedly.
44. Huh?
Allegedly.
31 was in front of 44.
I've never met them all, so I don't know, but we
we
can't
have
meet
a
them tonight.
6 on pole of Stan Woods out of Las Vegas,
All
Nevada.
right, here we go. The
Followed by
47A.
Steve Capovan out of Surprise, Arizona,
Which is got to give me more time.
There.
in third.
I know, you can't even change screens. But that's one of the things that everybody loves about this track. Is
Here we go, go green this time.
And the 11
How many's out there?
And the
Yes.
47 jumped out to the quick lead, followed by the 11.
got all set up?
Kenny Johnson
Yes.
slips back from 4th, almost all the way to the back from up top. Johnson now back to about 6th. As it's now already Steve Capovan
47A is Steve Capon in the lead.
dominating lead of about a half a second.
Here comes the 76. 76D, it's Glenn Scarani in the second position. Looking to move in on the 47A. Steve Coppin. It's Coppin and Serrani up in the second place. There's the 8R, Dave Massengale in third.
In second. Running the exact same line.
Then you got the 4X car, Richie Abbott, the 4X. I see the 4C out there running around. William Taylor, Wild Child, Billy Taylor, trying to hold on to the tail of that tiger. Trying to hold on to that tiger's tail right there. Here comes Massengale. Massengale looking down low for second place. Thinks he's got something for that 76 car. Coming off a 2. Coming off a 2, it's still a 76. Here comes Massengale looking inside 3 and 4. Coming off a 4, it looked like a Massengale. Massengale in second.
Oh, gets the spot on Massengale, blowing into 1. So he got
white flag coming out for this bunch.
As we've got
It'll be for the 47A. Steve Capon. Steve Capon up in the lead. Gonna win this heat race. But something drastic happens. Here he comes off of 4. That's your winner. 47A car. Steve Capon. Second place, 8R, Dave Massengale.
Massengale and
76 car, Glenn Scarini.
Second and third.
And then the 4X, Richie Abbott.
Richie Abbott in fourth.
One more Dwarf heat race.
Is this second one?
Second out of 3.
Okay.
Jenny
Should have
Buck
7 cars, and it looks like they're where they're supposed to be.
leading in
8R
Dwarf.
76,
4. What is it? 4X or 4C?
4C,
Okay.
11 and 6X.
No 4X.
6X.
There's no 4X.
One to go. Brody gives him one to go this time.
In second, we've got Donald Jackson.
On the poles, the 2T of Gerald Book. Outside of Gerald's, Don Jackson in the 52C. Next row, 64X is Stacy Woods. Outside of Stacy is the 16R, Brad Bain.
And this was
And the 22C car out there, it's Brett Peel. And the 89 of Dale Welch. Here we go, green this time.
Come the green.
There's the 52C, jumped out there quickly.
And we got contact
So
in
they
the
foul.
one.
They all push right each other around, but they come out clean. They come out of 2.
Mike Reeder.
It's a 52C of Don Jackson out front. 64X is Stacey. Here comes the 16R of Brad Bain. Brad Bain on the outside.
This cannot be this.
And we got a couple together over here, number 4.
Good.
Bring out the yellow.
These are.
It's the 89R.
The 2T
Dave Waugh.
of Gerald Book over there in turn 2.
And
Chasing
Gerald
the wrong
Book.
direction. Don't know what happened to those two if they got together.
See, this
Book
lineup isn't
and
either.
Dale Wall did make contact.
There's a 22 of Brett Peel
3 and 4.
going around the track, so he seems no worse for the wear. But it don't look like that 2T is going to make it.
It's going to be an original
Let's
start.
see.
We have no
Butcher
laps
Bo or
completed.
Dave or somebody out there going to look at his car.
And we just got word it is going to be an original start, as we had no laps completed.
Who's not in there? That
All right, we'll get them racked and stacked back to their original restarting position. We had no official laps complete at that time.
I said I agree with you. Now they don't have. They can't line up.
Now, Jerry Brook out of Corpus Christi, Texas.
I
In
think
the
his rear end's broke, so he probably won't do
2
that.
car.
Looks like Gerald Book may be broke. We might have to move him off the
Likely will
racetrack.
not be
See
back.
that Leroy's got his little hooker out there, hooking him up, so that's never good.
And taking a look as the rest of the field comes out of two single
Did
file.
they bring you guys some water?
as Jerry Book is out there waiting with a side by
So they'll
side.
work their way around one more time while we get our hooker to get him hooked off the track. You youngsters just stay not come. I mean, get out of here.
What number is that? Can anybody read that?
That's the 2T. It's the 2T of Gerald Book.
Leading is Donald Jackson.
Guy hooked that thing up, screwed everything up.
Okay, that looks like they started, except for I'm missing one, so turn them loose.
Alright, the scores are saying we have this right. The scoring's right. We can get started maybe.
Stacy Woods.
Lights out!
Brad Bain.
Here we go. We're like that time around green flag.
And here we go. Here's green as they go into one.
Out front, coming through one
Mike
and
Reeder, a
two.
little bit of contact.
This is 64. That's Stacy Woods. Woods out front. Followed by the 72
Mike
N.
Reeder on the bottom.
And then
Charges hard into one, slides up through one and two.
then the
to
52
take
see a
second.
Don Jackson in third.
Reeder up on the back
Here comes
bumper.
Brad Bain in the 16R. Right up into fourth place.
Mike Reeder now.
The 22C
He
of
slides
Brad
back
Beal.
See,
to the
check out
top
the shirt.
through one and two, and then
That would give you
is
a
right in the tire.
Yeah, exactly.
One more time. Let's see if Woods
This
with
time
the
through
lead.
one and two.
Getting worked over by the 72.
And this time it's the exact same.
And Mike Reeder.
Stacy
Reeder looking inside of Woods.
Mike
It's a battle
Reeder
for the
is
lead.
just intimidating Woods.
Here comes the 72, looking inside one more time. Trying to push him around and knock him down.
Push him around.
It's Reeder trying to do everything he can, but can't find a way around.
Losing a couple car lengths. does
Stacy
Reeder
Woods with the
go
lead.
back into
And the
third.
fast car. Got a good hot rod in this one here.
Right around the four. Right on the back bumper of Woods. Is
Woods
Reeder
still
as
with
they
the
go
leader
into
on the
four.
inside.
Not reading.
One more
Right
time.
Right rear as they
trying to
come
figure out
down
which one
to
this one
three.
is.
There's Reeder on the inside.
Reeder,
Contact.
oh, contact. And the leader spins. Reeder goes into the lead.
And going into the lead, but it's going to be yellow.
He's from California.
I think he should
Reeder?
go to the back with him. He ran him
And
over.
Reeder out of Placerville, California.
Reeder out of Placerville, California takes the lead.
But we don't think that will stand because Reeder was the one that made the contact with Stacy Woods.
I'm curious to see. We'll see what the official call is there.
Okay, you guys, was it 72 the other car? Okay, he goes to the tail. He goes to the very
So the
very tail.
72N has been officially put to the tail
And Mike
for
Reeder
the
has been put to
aggressive
the tail
driving on the
for that
leader.
contact
He needs to move back.
against leader Stacy
There we
Woods.
go. Thank you, guys.
So that aggressive driving
No, 64. You need to stay back.
did not pay off.
No. We were trying to get 72 to the tail.
They go back to the last lap.
Right, they'll go back to the last completed
But
lap
now-
before that yellow.
With the 64 spinning, he tried to go back up there and resume his spot
The
in the
64
lead.
trying to get his
But
spot
he-
back, but because it goes back to the back, maybe perhaps
he
with that
has to go
72
back
end
to the
car.
back.
Okay, put 64 behind 89 and we're good.
64 goes behind
Yeah.
the 89 car.
So we'll have
And
Stacy
we'll do
Wood
lap 7.
The 89, a Dale
Dale
Welch
Welch.
in that silver car.
And,
Here we go. Now we
and
have our
we'll have
lineup
Mike
straight.
Reeder behind
Reeder will go
Stacy
behind
Woods.
the 64X of Woods. And then
And
bring
here
up the
we're
rear.
kind of green.
Here we go, the green flag this time. Get this lap done.
With the 52C.
Which puts the 52C at Don
Donald
Jackson
Jackson.
in front. Don Jackson followed by
Jackson
the 16R,
with the
Brad Bain. Brad Bain in
Over
that
Brad
blue car.
Bain. As they come around to
The
the white
22C of Brett Peel. There's a white flag this time. Brett Peel looking for second place, looking around, trying to get around
Brad
Bain
Peel.
in that 16R
Not able
car.
to find room around Bain. That
Here we
gives
go.
the
This
52
is it, the last two
Donald
corners.
Jackson room through 3 and 4. Donald
Last two corners
Jackson
coming up.
wins this heat.
You're a winner of that heat race.
Automatically
The veteran
advancing.
Dwarf Heat 1.
To veteran Dwarf main event tonight.
That's your
is
first heat race
Donald
winner.
No,
Jackson.
we've got. Do we not have another heat of these guys? They have 3 rows of heats.
Alright, we're gonna get a little spritz. We'll get a little spritz, a little
And we
water
got
truck hot
track
laps.
being done.
Butch takes some hot laps on the water truck. And I believe we're gonna get some mini mod heat races out
Oh, okay.
next.
No wonder our lineups didn't fit because they had us down for 3 Dwarf Pros. We only had 2, and none of our lineups
That was screwed
matched.
up for a little bit there.
But that's all
There
right.
we go.
We're gonna
No, you're all hanging
take
around
a
waiting
break
for mini
for
mods.
The mini mods.
Don't
We'll
forget
be
about
back
our
for
concessionaires.
more Dwarf racing.
You know they're
action.
down there to serve
This
you.
is Andrew Gallinger.
And don't forget about our
at the 2022
Bob.
Dwarf
Oh,
Car
Bob's back there
Nationals
with Sprint's
from I-76
stuff with the
Speedway
racing
in
memorabilia.
Fort Morgan,
If you
Colorado.
If you guys want a racing
Stay with
t-shirt or
us.
anything racing
The
related,
two-night show
your kids go down there and get you a
continues.
checkered flag.
16.
With
Go see
Freedom
Bob.
Night
Bob Olson back there by the
Okay,
concession
just
stand.
a little bit.
47.
He's got his own, he's got 22 t-shirts.
That kid's walking around out there. And
And
then,
what is it?
and then
The 88.
88.
Welcome back, everybody, to I-76 Speedway
Loomis.
in Fort Morgan.
74 took him out.
Yeah,
This is
Loomis
Andrew
kid.
Gallinger
And then-
here in Colorado
Both saying,
for
hey,
the
they went to the
2022
We all going.
Dwarf Car
He
Nationals.
doesn't go.
We are getting ready
We get
for
me a
our
cheeseburger
first
and a Pepsi.
heat.
Go outside door.
division.
Tell him it's for me.
You grab it, line them up.
Just tell him it's for me. Go this side door and say Christine Martin in the announcer booth wants a cheeseburger. Please. You won't need no money.
As we've got the water truck doing.
All right,
You
one
guys
more
need
time.
more
I'd like
water down
to
there?
invite everyone down the I-76
Rodney,
concession.
you guys need more water?
Well, we're getting a little hot lap, water truck hot lap here,
Tony?
where we go to our
Wendy,
pros.
Sarah in the pit shop.
Our Dwarf Pros will be our next heat
Grab the
races.
guys when they
Taking a
come
look
by
at
with
the
lineups.
full
So while
lineup.
we're waiting,
Tell them
for
that,
bros,
the
we go
final
down to the
people-
concession.
We've got
go down and see the souvenir gang. Go walk around a little.
20 pros.
So this
We'll
here
be right at it here in a
is
several
not
seconds.
vet.
Put a little spritz on
Currently
the track.
registered.
I'm sure we keep the dust
For
down and hold
racing
on to the
tonight.
racetrack. Got to hold on to this racetrack for 2 days. It's never easy.
In Pro Door
Here comes our
Heat
first
1.
pro heat race.
We have the
She
51
said there was
C.
No, the first ones you did were the vets, huh?
The 15R.
Does that make sense?
Sammy
I says,
Gallo.
we need more
Where the
dwarfs. And she says, there is no more dwarfs.
Yeah.
She says, they're all done. When you're there.
The 11DD.
All right, we have the first pro heat race.
Okay.
11DD of Danny Wagner is on the pole.
So
The
this is
This will
31
be your
DD.
pro
this is
now.
what's running now.
Yes.
Danny Wagner out of Bay Point, California. Then we have the 51Z of Zach Larson.
Zach Larson second.
Where did
The
I
36 car, Tip Holcomb.
No, there was no
Third, it'll be
race.
Tip Holcomb running for John Pike.
I'm
Out
thoroughly
of
confused.
Riverside,
on those
Holcomb
guys.
in the 36 car.
This thing hurts my head so bad.
No, but you
In fourth, we'll have
Those
We'll
planes.
have the 3
31.
car. That's
Ellie
our
Russo.
hometown favorite, Ben Haney. I always say Ben could get in a bathtub and be fast, man. He could drive anything.
No, in this one, it's
I'll tell you.
Haney.
And got the 03, Drew Stark.
And Drew Stark.
Drew Stark from San Antonio,
The
Texas.
03.
But we have him from California, Texas, Colorado. Then the 15R, Sammy Gallo. And that, I think it's like the 4th row by himself.
And we
Sammy
got
Gallo
Sammy
in the
Gallo bringing
15R.
it back.
Who's the 31? We're missing data. You're a good man right here. Is that him?
That's Ella Russo or something like that, hon.
31?
Yeah,
Yes.
I had, okay.
Ellie
Ellie Russo.
It's up there now, honey.
Oh. Ellie Russo in the 31 double D.
Sorry, I did have that right on my score
Russo,
sheet.
also from Bay Point, California. So those two
Ellie
team cars,
Russo
those 2 yellow
is in the
cars,
31 DD.
those 2 yellow cars are team cars.
The 11 DD and the 31 DD are team cars, as is the 36. And
All the way
the
from
15.
These are tiny
California.
ones. Rings like this.
Here comes the rest of them.
It's gotta wait until.
So apologies, I misspoke earlier. Ben Haney is into 3R,
Well,
not the.
how many cars
I believe you're setting them all
31
out to roll it in.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you got the first heat, and
Seven.
Ben Haney.
Seven.
Those guys that were out there, now they sent these other guys out to roll in. Roll in the moisture. Alright, we got them all out there now rolling the moisture in.
Alright, now we got more out here to pack in the track before we get going with Dwarf team number 1.
Danny Wagner out front from
If
California.
anything's in your way of
2 team
No,
cars.
I
And you got from San Antonio, Texas, and then
Zach
Colorado.
Larson and second
You know what I mean?
from Aurora, Colorado.
I can make
On the outside
No,
of
you're fine,
Danny
you're fine, you're
Wagner is we've got the water truck, I guess, being the official pace truck of the Pro Division.
Butch likes to go out and do hot laps in the water truck.
My brother called from Vancouver. They used to report to Vancouver because they're territory.
Then we've got
He
the
said, see,
track owner here at I-76 Speedway doing hot
So you
laps.
pay for it on your
gas.
Water
On
truck.
your house gas.
We've got
And you're not allowed to pump your own
more
gas.
cars than
But Jerry
Jerry
ran out of
this
this nice house.
right now.
On top of it, this
They're just rolling in this moisture that we just put out there. It won't be long. I see a couple wet spots, but it won't be long.
The moisture.
Hey, welcome one more time to our Dwarf Car National
I
event.
want to remind you that this is
To let you know that we're on Western States Dwarf Car TV. Hello, everyone on the Western States Dwarf Car TV
It was
today.
$4 here. It was almost $5 or $6.
Sorry about our short delay. Just trying to keep the track dry from putting a lot of dust out.
Brody, look down. You got cold water coming.
Look out, Brody.
By the sexiest lady out here.
And coming into this race,
She's such a
preparing for
sweetheart.
my broadcast, I spoke with
Thank
my
you,
friend
Tony.
and famed
Ain't
dirt
that
track
right,
racer,
Tony?
Kenny Wallace, about what can be expected for dirt track racing, and especially for these dwarf cars. And If you're not familiar with dwarf car racing, these dwarf cars have motorcycle engines.
I don't like you being up there.
in these
Take me
cars.
out. He gives me too much crap.
They're tiny, but boy, can they look at racetracks putting in a lot of power.
I need to find my 12-inch fan.
And as you've hopefully heard, and folks, as this is my first ever
Yeah, but that
dirt race
was-
broadcast of my career, I hope I get better as tonight goes on, as well as tomorrow. So we hope you'll definitely stick with us as the pack-in group is pulling off the racetrack.
Yeah, we've had Kenny up here. A few years back, we had Kenny up here racing.
Okay, your
That's
first
it,
team
blood,
is
sweat, and
11,
tears.
51, 36, 31. Exactly who's out there?
Kenny and
That's
Schrader,
your first team
Wallace
right there.
and Schrader
As soon
both.
as 81 pulls
Oh,
off.
awesome.
Are we going?
It was pretty good.
They're going to give them 3 laps and then turn them loose.
They're good guys.
Okay.
Down home dudes.
Oh, God, I got to get the car back.
See, so
Home, Alabama.
we've got 3 more laps, so let's go ahead and reset the lineup for you.
They're going to give them 3 laps because they just watered to get used to the track and then they'll turn them loose.
We're going to give them 3 green yellows. Give them real quick, see how they like the track.
Zach Larson,
6, right?
and we've got
6 or 7.
Should be 7.
I lost 1.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 out there.
I lost 1. Alright. I have 11 DD,
Okay.
15 R, 03, 31 DD, 3 R. Oh, I got 7.
They turn it back on.
And starting 7th is Sammy
8
Gallo.
laps again, you guys.
So
8
those are
laps
the-
again.
Starting position.
All right, we're going to get them racked and stacked here for you. We're going to have 7 cars for 8 laps in our first Pro Dwarf heat race.
For 8 laps.
These are our Pro Dwarfs.
In Pro Dwarf,
Ladies rule.
team number
No ketchup?
1.
Oh, what's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you girls? No ketchup?
You're from I-76.
Next time.
Speedway.
Here. Jeez. Jeez, who raised you anyway?
The lady down there.
That ain't right. Wait till I see her.
Wild wolves.
Wait till I see her.
And here we come around through 3 and 4, getting ready
Here
for
we
the
go,
green.
green.
Coming through 4.
No, not this time. One
And
more
waving
this
it
time.
off.
One more, one more.
Probably the corner one.
We have 1 to go now.
You guys are doing good up there.
As they roll through
Don't let that man next to you drink.
1 and 2
job, Brody.
now.
You can't even have water?
Don't let that man up there drink.
You can't have water?
All these guys have just the last few seconds just to let their nerves settle as we get ready now.
Here we go. Now we're going to get a green.
Here we
11D
go.
of Danny Wagner on the front. The 51C of Zach Larson. Zach Larson up high. Takes the lead coming off a 2.
Larson.
Coming off a 2, it's Larson. Followed by the man from California, Danny Wagner. Here comes Ben Haney. Watch out for Haney. Haney will show you the quick way around.
And spinning is
and
the
the
36.
36. Tip Holcomb gets into Haney,
Yellow.
and that puts him spinning back. It's spun.
On him.
Well, they were dead. They were flat getting it right there.
51C, 31.
That was tire contact.
3R, 0315.
With Haney in the 3R,
What?
the just put
Got any ketchup down there?
around.
Oh, you girls? Got any ketchup?
And he's right up against
What's wrong with you,
the
Pat?
barriers nose into the
I had
barriers.
11 DD first time.
Down there at the bottom of turn number 1, doesn't look like there's any damage to the 36 at this point. From our vantage point, we'll have to wait and see.
So 51.
The tow crew is out there to him, so we'll
3,
see what the verdict is.
31, 15, and 03.
Okay, so 51, 11, 31.
No, 3.
3 is third.
Alright, we still gotta wait to capture that 36 car out of turn 1 and 2 over there.
36.
Okay, he was the yellow. That's why he stopped.
Got it going on his own.
31, 03, and 15, right?
15.
Tip Holcomb got it going.
No, 03's the tail, though.
I don't know if he can continue.
And Holcomb able to get it going after just losing a lap.
Yep, looks like he's gonna continue on with the field.
Okay.
With Holcomb able to continue the whole field, able to resume as it's going to be.
Oh, here we go with a restart.
Well, they were this way.
Your leader is gonna be the
I'm
51.
wondering the position of their
C is Zach Larson.
transponder.
Maybe.
Wagner,
Then a 3 of Ben Haney on the
Ben
inside.
Haney inside.
Then the 11 DD of Danny Wagner. Here we go, Grain. Wagner up high.
They're side by side.
51
for
seed
one,
up
two.
high.
Wagner
Here comes Haney. Here comes for the
inside.
lead. Down the back chute.
Wagner
On the inside.
for 3 and 4.
The 11 D of Danny Wagner with the lead. And he brings Haney with him. Haney up into second. Haney's hooked a hook on him and said, I'm coming with ya.
Now through 2. Let's see what Larson
Haney
can do
looking to the
going
inside. Haney always wanting to lead the race.
Larson went into top. Now Larson is in the bottom going into one. Larson takes
It's the 11 DD of Danny Wagner still with the
But
lead.
Haney crosses
And Haney
over
up into
Larson.
second place. Third place, Zach Larson. But look out on the inside of Zach. Here comes Holcomb. Tip Holcomb looking for third place. Holcomb looking to the inside. 51C up high. Zach Larson.
And Holcomb gets around
Couldn't hold him off.
Larson.
Here comes Holcomb up in the third.
Holcomb gets around Larson. And we got a problem with the 3R. Problem with the 3R.
Oh,
on the
Ben
back.
Haney off the racetrack.
Gets off of the racetrack.
Oh, that's
In
never
second.
good. Let's hope we make it back to the main event. That's going to put the
That's
11
a big
DD of Danny
problem
Wagner
for
way out front.
Haney and the 3R is.
The only one close to Wagner was the 3R.
And Wagner.
Here comes Wagner for the white flag.
White flag. Wagner powers
Danny
out.
Wagner going to win this heat race straight out of Bay Point, California.
The Californian wins the heat in the pro.
And he takes the heat race, pro heat race number 1 for the Pro Dwarfs. Western states plus the central states. Here they come, our second heat race sitting right there waiting.
Western States Dwarf Car Association Pro Heat 1. That goes to Danny
Out
Wagner.
front,
Heat 2. They're sitting right there in the infield for
11 double D.
helping the Heat.
36.
88R Keith Welch. 08 Chris Tremino.
Keith Welch in first. Chris Tremino.
3 did not finish.
3 did not finish.
The 06 of Nick Velasquez. Velasquez in the 06.
We got Nick Velasquez in the 06.
The 58 is Cole McEwen. Cole McEwen. 117T of Braden Becker.
Okay, so far
Braden
the 06
Becker.
and 117T are not
17.
coming through so far.
Team
Braden Becker from
Braden
Texas,
Becker.
all the way up from Texas.
Braden Becker or
Sassapus? What? Aransas?
Aransas, Texas, Braden Becker.
Okay, hold on.
Aransas, Texas, Becker.
Are they going green, hon?
They are going
And here
green.
we come,
Going
getting
green.
ready for the green.
Green, 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 go, go, go. There goes that 08 of Chris Tromino. And the
there it goes.
06 out to the lead.
Vasquez
06
takes
and
the
Nick,
lead.
Nick Velasquez out to the lead.
Nick
Then there's a
Velasquez.
bottleneck for second and third.
Larry Shea with John Carr. Quickly out to a dominating
Nick
lead.
Velasquez in a John Pipe ride out to the lead. Velasquez followed by the 08 of Tromino.
And Tromino followed by the 12 of Dylan Ford. And the battle for second going into one.
Chris Tromino from Phoenix, Arizona,
Third,
battling out with Mike Greenard for second and third place.
Cole McEwen. And the 88
Mike Greenhart from California, another California kid, in the 12N car. The battle is for second place. Velasquez is checked out.
Can they do it? There's a battle for second. That's between
Velasquez
Chris Tromino
called the valet and checked out early.
There they go. Dylan Coyne makes the pass through three.
Meanwhile, Brenner
Dylan
from California up in
takes
second
for
place
second.
in that 12 car. Then the 08 of Chris Tromino.
Out of Burn, Texas. Is Dylan Velasquez.
The 12N of Grenners from all the way up
He's
from
just
Fairfield,
dominating. As
California.
he comes through
Here we
three
come
and
down for
four.
the white flag for
To get
I
Velasquez.
said, Lord, I don't know who y'all.
Nick Velasquez. John Pipe Racing comes down the back stretch on the white flag lap to win his heat in Pro Division. Heat 2, it's Nick Velasquez.
Nick Velasquez in that John Pipe ride, your winner. All the way
And
from
in
California
second,
to 12N
That's
is in
gonna
second
be
place.
Dylan Coyne.
08 from Texas takes third.
Excuse me, Mike Greenert.
Yeah, baby. I have no idea, sweetheart. I'm sorry, honey. I can't even think right now. What? How many heats?
Excuse me, the 12 in the
This
last
is the
heat
last
was
heat.
Mike Greenert. That was the
This
12
last
in.
heat, hon.
The 12T of Dylan Coyne is in this heat, so my sincerest apologies on that one, folks.
All right. Last one, hon, was what?
I go with another Pro Dwarf heat race. That 12T car on the pole, that's Dylan Coyne.
Okay, what was
Dylan
last
Coyne
heat?
from Bourne, Texas.
Okay, just a second.
Dylan Coyne out there.
Outside of
now.
Coyne is the 09C of Christopher Chris from Colorado Springs.
117, 88, 58, and
22C is Kay Moore in that second row. And outside of him is Rory Mortensen
double check this and make
in
sure
the
that
61H. The 4C, that's Billy Taylor. The Wild Child, Billy Taylor in the 4C out in the third. The battle for the lead. The 09 of Chris gets up a little high. Here comes Billy. Billy Taylor.
Taylor tries to put up a battle for 3 and 4.
Taylor throwing it around, trying to hold on to that second position.
Can't do anything.
Chris looking in the inside. Chris gets around Taylor. Still Dylan Coyne with the lead.
Dylan Coyne, no challenge.
Dylan Coyne from Bourne, Texas.
Chris in second.
Born, Texas.
Billy Taylor in third.
Christopher Chris up in the second.
As he is third.
Christopher Christ up from Colorado Springs.
Dylan Bushwick in fourth.
Dylan Coyne still with a big lead.
Billy Taylor.
09 of Christopher Christ, and then the wild child of Billy Taylor up in the
And
third.
there's
Who's after the 09?
the battle for third. They go into three. Billy Taylor and
Billy Taylor still holding down that third.
Dylan Bushwick.
25 I don't have.
And the
The
fourth.
25 gets around Billy Taylor. Dylan Buswick from Bowen, Texas.
As Billy Taylor loses a little more ground, Taylor now on the bottom.
Okay, let me make sure.
White flag now coming out. For the 12 of Dylan Coyne. In second there we've got the 25 of Dylan
25
Bushwick.
Here we come around for our checkered flag. This will be your
Checkered flag now for
Pro
Dylan
Dwarf Heat Race
Coyne.
winner, Dylan Coyne. All the way brought to you from Texas. Second place, 09, Christopher Christ.
Dylan Coyne.
Followed by
in Texas.
the 25
winner.
of Dylan
So I got
Buswick
that one
from
correct
Texas.
this time.
And then the 4C
My
of
apologies
Billy
on that.
Taylor in
Last
fourth
place,
place.
Alright, what's next?
Congratulations.
Are you guys
this
go-
time to Dylan
I know.
Coyne.
Are you guys going
winner
nuts
of
already?
that heat.
Huh?
Huh?
Are you guys going
Oh,
crazy?
You guys, we're gonna need
Two announcers?
to get caught up on paperwork after the meeting.
Yes.
Two announcers? Well, is that the last heat?
For
It's
the
supposed to
pros,
be an
yes.
intermission.
Thank
All
God.
right, now, if we go according to program, that would have been our last heat race. And now we're supposed to have an intermission with
No. I got
our
two.
first responders are supposed to be racing.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens here.
Healthy.
We've got all the first responders from Morgan County, Fort Morgan, Hill Rose, Wiggins. They're going to come out and put a little show on for y'all. We're going to have a one-on-one. We're going to call it
51.
the King of the first responders.
Yes.
So the winner will be the last one standing. We're going to have two drivers come out in
Now,
dwarf
I gotta
cars.
figure out who this was.
They're going to run one-on-one. Then the winner is going to stay out on the track.
Any more lineups?
The
if they have
loser
them?
goes back to the pits. Then the next one will come out and run the winner. So it'll be winner on winner on winner and be like a little round robin deal. And last car standing will be the winner, will be the king of the first responders. So that's what we're going to be doing here. And I don't see what's going on, but take a little intermission, take a little break, do what you have to do. Go see our concessionaire. Take a little walk down on the Midway. Ferris wheel's not up this week. Sorry about that. I didn't get a chance to put it up.
And everybody, you've heard from our
But we
PA
have,
announcer what
We have
It's gonna
a
be
list
going on
of first
for the
responders. I got
first responders.
Carl Kemble from Fort Morgan Fire is going to be out here. Cheer if you know any of these people.
Yeah.
Chris Walker
Yeah.
Walker from the Fort Morgan Fire Department. Then we're going to have Justin Ryan.
Yeah.
Justin's
Oh,
a
the
Morgan
first
County
responders,
ambulance and a
right?
Wiggins fireman
Woo woo.
doing double duty. Rebecca Turner. Rebecca works in the Morgan County Sheriff's Office. John Horton.
Yeah.
John Horton also with the Morgan County Sheriff's Office. Doug Erickson will be out here tonight. Doug with the Wiggins PD. So if you guys got anything against Doug, Wiggins PD, you live in Wiggins, maybe you cheer on Doug or not cheer on Doug. And then we have Forrest Connor. Forrest Connor, he's with the Hill Rose Fire Department and he's also with the Morgan County Sheriff Office. And then we have Justin Stormer, and he's a Fort Morgan fireman. So I have a whole list of people here. We got a lot of firemen,
I
and
have all the time in the world.
we'll see what happens here. But we're supposed to have the king of the first responders.
Now, this can be exciting, folks, having Fort Morgan, Colorado, first responders joining us out here at Nationals,
Ding dong.
racing the cars that have actually
It's Justin Starmer.
been raced out here by drivers that you've heard
SGARN.
myself and
Well, that's not the way they did on the
PA
website.
announcer.
You notice?
talking
Thanks,
about
buddy.
so far
What's that,
tonight.
hon?
So that should be coming up here in
Which
just
one's wrong?
a little bit.
Stormer is Starner.
Look at these little kids having a ball out there.
But I write my scrawl, you know. I wrote it off
And we're
the
not
website
sure
earlier
when
a couple
that's
days
going
ago,
to
so I could have got
happen,
it
so-
wrong, you know.
Stay with us,
I don't know
folks.
him at all. So.
We'll be back in just a little bit. This is
It's Justin
Dwarf
Starner
Car
with the
Nationals.
Fort Morgan Fire Department.
2022 from I-76.
Sorry about getting the name wrong. Justin
Coming up.
Starner
Next,
with the
the
Fort Morgan
first
Fire Department.
responders race.
Dave, you're supposed to be eating popcorn for your kids.
Our state representative up here, Richard.
Yeah, 12T.
No, this is right. I don't know what numbers they're in.
36.
They just gave me a list.
Okay,
This is
folks,
supposed to be Blair Ruppel from the Wiggins Fire Department
12N.
we've got
against Justin Starner from the Fort Morgan Fire Department.
Blair Ruppel.
Yeah, and that's who should be out
from
there
the
right
Wiggins
now.
Fire Department
They're going to get
against
together
Justin
and they're going to
Steiner
race,
of the Fort
and the
Morgan
winner of the
Fire
race
Department.
is going to move on, and the loser goes back
Blair
to the pits.
Ruppel in the 06.
So Blair Ruppel, I don't know which one he's in, and Justin Starner, I don't know which one he's in.
Oh, there's a 25.
Starner's in one,
90,
Ruppel's in the other.
117.
They didn't tell me what numbers or what.
4C.
They didn't know before they started today. Just now. They're just now sticking them in cars as they come up.
I don't have a 4C. Oh, there it is.
So all we know is we got Blair Ruppel, Wiggins,
15R.
against Justin Starner, Fort Morgan.
John Pipe
88
cars
R.
being used. Blair
36.
Ruppel and Justin
82.
Steiner representing the Wiggins
Starner?
Fire Department.
Starner's in 36.
Fire Department.
I just got it from his fans.
Steiner in 36.
Super fans down there, and they love to send me some sign language.
Ruppel
36.
in 06.
Justin Starner. Actually, the fans are usually telling me I'm number one, not telling me the numbers, but.
And Ruppel
You guys are awesome. We love you, man. You got that funnel page.
in the 06.
Last flag. Oh, 06 Blair Ruppel. Blair Ruppel.
Ruppel in the lead. But
Justin in the 36.
Justin is
The 06 has got him
back
going into 3 and 4.
three.
Here comes the
Here
36
comes
off the 4.
race. Close, but Blair Ruppel
And your
gets
winner
in.
will be Blair Ruppel.
Wiggins Fire Department
Emo.
representing
That's right.
Blair
I don't want
Ruppel.
anyone to forget about the
Emo.
funnel
Emo.
cakes down
Emo,
there.
we have all kinds of kids on the fence.
All kids must get off the fence. Everyone off the fence, please. That's the rules here at I-76. You must be behind the red barrels.
Round robin
Don't
race.
make me come down there, young man. I will come get you off the fence.
Austin Steiner
I'll come down the stairs
is
and
moving
get you all
back
off the
to
fence.
pit.
Off the fence, please.
2,
Young man, leaning on the fence.
4,
Get off the fence.
88.
Is that one deaf or what?
Up next
I know you guys. I'm going to come talk to you. Thank you for getting off the fence.
is Doug
And the
Erickson
mama that's down there with them.
with the Wiggins.
By insurance,
Police
we're not allowed to
department.
have anyone pass the red barrels. I'm sorry. You can't hang on the fence. Thank you.
Blair Ruppel won the first
So
round
Blair
robin
Ruppel won
race.
that first one. He's in the 06.
Doug Erickson.
Now we got Doug Erickson.
representing the Wiggins,
Wiggins Police Department. So we got the
He's
Wiggins
in the
Fire
90
Department
car.
against the Wiggins Police
Fire
Department.
and police. Let's see who comes out on top of Wiggins first
There goes
responder.
Blair
It's
Ruppel
Blair
out
Ruppel.
the 06.
The 06.
Looks like he learned that
Charging
car
in
pretty
front.
quickly.
And
Blair Ruppel
dominating down the backstretch.
looking to be the
going
king.
into 3.
Everybody wants to win
Here
the king of
comes
the
the
first
white flag
responder.
for Ruppel.
Ruppel followed by
And
Erickson.
Ruppel
Erickson from the Wiggins Police Department.
is just dominating Erickson.
Blair Ruppel learned how to drive a race car
And the Wiggins
working in the fire
fire
department, but he got her done.
Is moving on.
Checker
to
flag.
race 3.
Blair Ruppel
Is
one
Blair
more time.
Ruppel with the Wiggins Fire Department in this round robin race.
So the next racer out will be Bryant Woodward. Woodward, a member of the Hill Rose Snyder Fire Department. He was going to come out and take his shot at Blair Ruppel that no one else can touch Blair right now. That's 3 in a row or 2 in a row for Blair. Now Blair will take on Bryant Woodward. We're just waiting for Woodward to come out the barn door over there.
Woodward probably says, heck.
Brian Woodward with the Hill Rose Snyder Fire Department. Blair Ruppel
Okay, after
totally representing the Wiggins Fire Department.
Okay.
Let's hear it for Wiggins.
We've got
From Wiggins, let him hear ya.
So,
82.
representing
Wiggins Fire Department totally representing today.
firefighters. The
72.
See, he'll get a
Rose
shot at Brian.
Snyder Fire
81.
Department
Brian
Brian
Woodward.
Woodward coming out
61
next
H.
Yes.
to take on Blair Ruppel.
Okay.
Woodward
what race?
not out here yet.
This is the pro. Okay.
Brian Woodward, you better get out here because Blair's just getting more seat time. Another lap of seat time for Blair.
It's Woodward right now. He's just running pace laps.
Okay, Monica, while we've got a little bit of time, how many finishes do you need on these B mains? Do you need the entire finish? Okay, but how about on
Still
the
looking
dwarfs?
over into the
Are you going
pits.
to need the entire finishes?
Yes. I'll get it.
Still waiting
Nothing
for
yet.
Brian Woodward.
Oh, okay.
Ruppel and John Pipes 06
And he wins.
still
by default.
rolling around.
Okay, how many other lineups did they have?
I have another one. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Shit. Lightning 2, Avalanche 1.
Who?
Lightning 2,
Oh, no, that's not right.
Avalanche 1.
That's not right.
It's right now. Period
Well,
2, 5:58 left.
Use this
Oh,
time to
no.
So we have a whole nother period.
thank everybody for
Oh, that's right.
your support of dirt track racing, not only here with the 2022
Do you have a
Western
72
States Dwarf Car
plaque somewhere?
Association.
Well, I don't know what happened with our
Yeah,
first
you know.
responder. Good thing we're not waiting
Here
for
in
some first
Florida.
response.
Which class?
I bet you it's 22, not 72.
Which class, honey?
I always
pros.
say if that ambulance had been a minute
It's a
later
tw- I
that
bet
day
you
they
I
came and
said
picked me
72,
up,
it's
I wouldn't be
22.
here today. I thank them guys every chance I get.
3 on.
They'll pick me up in an ambulance, drive me all over town, 2 ambulance rides, and
gotta
8
be
hours
22.
of surgery later. Here I am. Can't get rid of me now.
No, we're keeping him.
Some of us are lucky to get a second chance. Let's just put it that way. I see you. Eat that funnel cake, man. Now, are they not the best? I'm here to tell you, man, they have the best funnel cake here. I couldn't smell them cooking them. Usually I start smelling them cooking them, and then
Yeah.
my belly started going, I want a funnel cake. And they start singing the funnel cake song.
Okay,
Your
Pat.
doctor's like, you hear in the back of your head, no funnel
Here's
cake.
the
And you're like,
veteran door.
I only live once, doc. I'm going to have me a
And
funnel
here
cake.
it comes.
Okay, now we're
Here
gonna
comes
Here we go.
Brian Woodward.
He made it. Brian
Making it
Woodward.
out here in the 36.
Brian Woodward from the Hill Rose
The
Snyder
Rose
Fire
Snyder
Department.
Fire Department will be taking on Blair Ruppel.
Going to try to take on
in the
Blair from Wiggins.
Fire
Dad's
Department.
brother?
That's my brother.
That's your brother.
That's
Who's
In
your
the
brother?
2 John Pipe
Huh?
my brother.
dwarf cars.
Huh?
It's my brother.
Your brother. Out there now.
Yeah, but I don't talk to him.
Oh, you don't.
Ruppel
Brian Woodward?
06
He's your brother?
Woodward in
I got
the
a brother I'll talk to
36,
too. No big deal.
coming
He's a
around
jerk.
3 and 4.
Here we go,
There's the
green flag.
Green flag.
Oh, look out!
Rumble to the lead again.
Tom.
Brian Woodward looking to the inside.
But Woodward now to the
Hold
inside.
on.
Woodward
And he spins it up the hill.
Up the
A
hill.
little spin cycle for Woodward.
And Woodward is stuck up top.
That's not the way to beat Blair.
And Blair Ruppel.
Blair Ruppel, no
We
problem.
got the caution flag.
I think Blair's been practicing.
Maybe.
I've seen a few of them out here
Woodward
last
is
night.
stuck up there.
I know there was a few.
Now he's got
There's a
it
few of
going.
them around here last night running around. So some of them did get some laps. But you can't drive that thing like a fire truck. That won't work.
Oh, he's going off. He went off.
Oh, and Woodward is pulling off.
Oh,
signs.
and
A
Woodward
win
pulls
for
off.
Ruppel.
Gives Blair the win.
Blair Ruppel
Just gives him the
continuing
win.
on in round robin after Woodward spins it out.
Woodward spins and goes into the pits.
Woodward
next driver
spins it
out,
in
Rebecca
middle of
Turner.
1 and 2.
From Morgan County Sheriff's Office.
Or mini mods.
In the 5C
Down in the
car,
5C, it's supposed to be Rebecca
Morgan
Turner.
County Sheriff's deputy
Okay.
representing the Morgan County Sheriff's
Oh,
Office.
the vets, hon.
It'll be Rebecca Turner. And
Thanks, sweetheart.
can
Here
Turner
comes Blair Ruppel. We'll
finally
let Blair
stop
catch up.
Blair
We'll
Ruppel?
let Blair catch up. We'll let them get side by side.
47A, sorry.
Then we'll give Blair and Rebecca the green flag.
8R, 16R,
We'll see.
716,
Oh, they're going to get the green right now. There's the green.
There's the green.
4X.
There goes Blair.
4X.
And Rebecca couldn't find the gas pedal. No.
11.
Maybe they didn't wind their car up when they let
Powers
it
around. Rebecca.
Something happened to Rebecca.
72.
Here comes Blair for another white flag.
Not under power. As Ruppel gets the white
Rebecca
flag.
Turner.
Turner. Not under really any power at all.
Okay.
Blair Ruppel.
72 in.
Rebecca Turner, the latest victim of Blair Ruppel. Blair Ruppel with another win.
Continues on.
Representing
Another
Wiggins,
win.
Wiggins Fire
And
Department.
the first responder
Blair Ruppel.
for the Wiggins Fire Department.
Rebecca
Blair
Turner,
Ruppel
Morgan County
continues
Sheriff.
on.
Couldn't quite get it done.
Don.
Next,
Says hi.
next driver's supposed to be Forrest Connor.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Forrest Connor.
Blair Ruppel.
Rupel. Okay.
I wondered if that's not what it was.
It's
Thank
Blair
you.
Rupel. Sorry about the mix-up there. I call him Ruppel.
Okay,
Rupel.
apologies, folks.
I butcher
Blair
names every
Ruppel.
day. But thanks for coming up and letting me know. I appreciate it.
I wondered.
It's Ruppel. Rupel.
And here's the green Blair Ruppel.
no timer in them cars.
Oh, yeah.
And Forrest
There goes
Connor.
Forrest
You should be
Connor
in there, too.
trying to catch Blair. Forrest Connor
Blair
from
Ruppel
Hill Rose
dominating
Fire
again
and
as he
Morgan
goes
County
into
Sheriff.
Blair Ruppel
Rupel.
still dominating as Ruppel gets the white flag.
Rupel with the win.
Blair has to drive
Or
fast.
the white flag, I'm sorry. Checkered flag this time.
Ruppel down
Forrest
the
Connor,
backstretch.
another victim from Hill
Come on,
Rose.
Taylor.
Another victim of Wiggins Fire Department.
And
Wiggins
man,
Fire Department.
domination.
Hold and serve,
for
man. Just
Wiggins
dominating.
Fire Department.
The king of the second responders. Here's a big wave.
The only way
I
anybody's
believe
gonna
this
beat
is
those
supposed to
six
be
runs out of gas.
Justin Ryan. This is the one you
Big
came up
stuff.
and put in here. You can't read it. It's Justin Ryan. Justin Ryan from Morgan County Ambulance and Wiggins Fire. That's who's supposed to be out right now. So they came up and told me Justin Ryan.
Morgan
going to be
County
Justin Ryan
Ambulance and Wiggins
against
Fire
Blair
represented
Ruppel.
Justin Ryan against Blair Ruppel.
Look at trying to get a little start on him.
Gallows car. Trying to get it.
Justin Ryan puts a medal down. Knows how to mash the spoon, apparently.
Beats Ruppel.
Oh, and he drifts up
Drifts
high.
high.
And his fans aren't happy.
Oh, went too high.
Gives it away. Ruppel
Here comes
gets
a white flag. Ruppel, here we go, got a race.
Now we got
Oh, we got a race now.
Take it back.
Hey, if they don't
Can he
think
get
they
him
go
back?
on.
Ruppel against Justin Ryan.
Right, slips up.
Ruppel
again
gets
into-
by Ryan. Going into 3 and 4. Here comes Ryan. Come on, Ryan.
It's going to be Ruppel once
And
again.
unfortunately, Ruppel gets him. Ruppel, Wiggins Fire Department. We're cheering on Justin Ryan, our Morgan County ambulance.
806 is
The
if
most
he runs out of
dominating
gas.
race
Well, he's from Wiggins
Everybody
Fire.
that we've seen so far tonight between
And here comes our next driver,
the first responders.
Chris Walker, Fort Morgan Fire Department.
Chris used to race here.
Yes,
Chris
he did.
Walker used to race here. If anyone knows their way around,
Go,
it should be Chris Walker.
I don't
Chris
care.
Walker with the Fort Morgan Fire Department against Blair Ruppel with the Wiggins Fire Department. It's fire on fire crime. Here they come down for the green flag.
We want the 36.
Chris Walker with a little bit too much throttle. And there he goes.
Chris Walker spins it
I
out
could feel it. Too much mustard from Chris.
in between 1 and 2.
Oh, that's why he had more tire.
Yeah.
That explains everything.
Now bring out a yellow.
He had more tire.
Yes. Go. Come in. Go away.
So the names got switched. The one going right now is Justin Ryan. The one before was Chris Walker.
Oh, now you bust
the
our
girl-
bubble.
Yeah. See, and I didn't even
Thank
have.
you.
I didn't even have Justin's name on here, and the lady came up and added it in there.
Yeah,
So she added
Chris Walker
her own.
went,
Apologies,
when
folks.
Justin
The name
Ryan
got
was first
switched.
go.
So,
So right
Justin
now
Ryan's
it's
out
Justin
there.
Ryan, yes.
Last
Thank
time,
you.
That's Justin
last race,
Ryan out there
it
in that
was
corner.
Chris Walker.
They come up to tell me they had the
Now,
name switched.
It's Justin
Chris
Ryan.
Walker was in the last
Apologies,
race.
They had
See, I hate this
name
stuff.
switched.
I hate to get it wrong because
So,
and there's nothing I can do about it. You know.
Apologies, both myself
Yes,
and the
apologies.
PA announcer
Exactly.
got it
Exactly.
switched up.
Apologies out there for getting the names wrong.
Oh,
Luckily, we have
apologies.
super fans that are studious, and they can
Apologies,
see in the
folks.
cars and see who's out there.
This happened.
Got
in-
two-way radios
in
with the drivers.
sports.
How many beers does it take for you to dance?
Oh man, none.
Jim.
I don't need beer to dance. I don't need beer to dance. Either does Jim Sparky
Apparently the
Beeman.
answer's 0.
You don't need no beer to dance either.
No, that's something he's had already.
Why don't y'all give us a dance up there? Now who's
There's
it?
some things that should just
Now
stay quiet.
this should be John Horton.
Okay. Come on, John!
Let's hope so, John Horton. In the
And now
5C.
following that spin.
Come on, John. There's only a couple
John
left on the
Horton
list. You
What's
or
that?
nobody.
taking on Blair Ruppel.
Okay,
Somebody's got to beat
tell
Blair.
you what. Give me the main
John
one.
Horton
John
from the
Horton
Morgan County
from the
Sheriff.
Morgan County Sheriff's Office. This time around.
Horton on top in the 5C.
And there they go. Ruppel got off to a good lead again.
Up to the lead. Dominating again as they
Leaving
go
John
down
Horton
stretch.
in the back in his dust. White flag this time.
Horton not able to do anything as this race gets the white flag.
Nobody's got anything for Blair Ruppel this evening. Looks like Blair may be
No,
your
no.
king.
There
We
goes
will
John.
see.
And
He
he
should
slides
have
way
one
off.
more.
John
Oh,
Horton gets
John goes off the
in
back chute.
1 and 2.
John Horton slides
Horton
off
gets
the
off
track.
in 1 and 2.
So the one with the best car
Easily
control
gives
is Blair
the win
Ruppel.
To Blair.
Ruppel with all the car control. I think we have one more contender. I could have been a contender, Ma.
Mini Mud.
One more contender are Carl Kimball from the Fort Morgan Fire Department.
Blair Rupel, one man stands in his way of victory in
Blair
the
Rupel's
first
got one
responders
guy
race.
standing in his way of being
Carl
the
Kimball.
new king of the first responders here at I-76 Speedway.
But we do know it will be going home to the fire department. Which
Yes,
fire
it will be a
department?
fire department winner, whether it's Wiggins or Fort Morgan.
Wiggins
Here we
or
go
Fort
for the
Morgan,
win.
let's see.
On the inside,
They're side by side. Contact!
Oh,
Contact! Contact!
first
They're both
responder
spin. They're both
contact.
spin.
They take each other out.
Oh, they're both
Fight! Fight!
Oh,
Fight!
They're
no,
both
they're
stuck.
calling for a first responders fight now. Oh my!
Go for it!
Oh,
And Rupel is trying to get
and
going.
Rupel's trying to
As
get her
Rupel
going.
is stuck in the outside. And,
Oh my!
and
Talk
wow.
about some drama, race fans.
And wow.
Going into
Oh,
1 and 2.
Carl Rimble is gone.
Carl Kimball was not to be denied going into 1 and 2.
Wow. Kimball is
Put a
gone.
little
How
bumper
much
to
the others paid
Rupel,
him to do that?
moved him
Oh,
around,
There go. And,
elbows were flying.
and Rupel is going now. And Walt.
Oh yeah, we got him on.
Kimball is slowing.
And they're excited
Here
up here.
comes Rupel.
Oh, you guys could probably hear the tower out there.
We're wondering if they paid him off to do that.
Into the second, 2-1.
Okay.
81, 26, 20,
Hands up.
24B,
Who is this out here with him?
80,
And they're gonna re-rack them as these guys were able to get going.
Emo, who is this out here with
Carl
him?
Kimball
Huh?
was stuck on the bottom.
Carl Kimball, yeah.
Thanks, babe.
Carl
Blair Rupel
Kimball
was stuck on top.
out there with Rupel.
Kimball just took him out.
There goes Kimball down low.
Kimball gets
Maybe get
the
some catfish
lead
in.
on the
Oh, and he
Kimball
slides
goes up
all
top.
the way up.
Slides way up top.
And just gives
Loses
it
the
away.
lead. Gives it away up
Oh.
top.
And here you go.
Goes in
For
with
the
an
white
all-out
flag.
job. Coming to the white flag. Blair Rupel with the lead. Carl Kimball.
Blair
I call
Rupel
redo.
with the Wiggins Fire Department with the lead.
I call redo.
Blair Rupel.
That's quite a lead Rupel
Wow.
has now. That was exciting right there. There's your checkered flag. I believe that's going to be your king of the first responders.
Wow.
Blair Rupel bringing it home for Wiggins Fire Department.
Wow. Congratulations to
Is that Bobby
Rupel.
Jr.?
Congratulations to
I think
Rupel. He
so.
deserves it. Here he comes
Oh my
around.
God,
Let's
that's
give
too
it up
funny.
for him.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
Let him hear you, crowd.
Yeah.
From Wiggins Fire Department,
Yay!
Blair Rupel. Is that Blair Rupel in that car, fans? Is that Blair?
Wouldn't that be funny if we called the wrong
Well,
name?
let's make sure when he steps out, so I don't call him something I shouldn't.
And
There he goes.
congratulations
Our
to
winner.
Blair Rupel.
Congratulations,
Check that card.
the king of the first
It's illegal.
responders.
He's
Our
got soft
second
tires.
place man, Carl Kimball, and all of our first responder racers today.
Embarrassing you.
That was a great deal by the first responders.
Congratulations for
You know, we can cheer them on and let them have some fun.
It's just
Oh, hold on, no! We almost need a first responder there. Whoa!
It's all rolling.
He almost rolled over himself in the car.
And Blair Rupel.
Let's
is
hope
out of
that's
the
Blair
car.
Rupel under that helmet. We'll be looking like fools out here. Is that Blair Rupel? That's Blair Rupel. Yeah! Your king of the first responders.
King of the first responders.
Bringing it home
Blair
for Wiggins
Rupel.
Fire Department.
Winner for the Wiggins, Colorado.
Beating all the other fire departments. Beat the sheriffs out. Great job.
Morgan County Ambulance also.
Oh yeah, they're happy in Wiggins. Got bragging rights for a year.
That was just
There
plain
you go.
fun.
Take your
Yeah,
picture.
okay,
Smile with
here
style.
is-
Wiggins Fire Department, you deserve it. Great job. Great job by Blair.
Awesome first responders.
Blair, you look like you're the only one out there who knew how to drive a race car, Blair.
Yes.
Blair, did you get some laps in last night after hours? I thought I heard a car out there last night.
He's probably
Got some after hours laps in.
Probably
I think he
practicing
did.
the fire truck.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Driving a fire
Okay,
truck ain't
81.
nothing like driving that little dwarf car there.
26. 21.
All right, one more picture for the winners.
1.
Pictures of our winners.
7. 31.
Oh, I just had
33,
something. Ask the ladies over there.
No, we're good. Thank you.
Okay, good deal. Thank you.
What did he want?
If
Food.
you wanted anything.
Oh, heavens, no, we bought enough tonight.
Wow.
And congratulations.
Well, if you wait,
Well,
they
we
bring it
should
up
ask-
too late.
We should ask him, did you want something to eat?
No, good.
But I sent them guys down earlier. See, that's the way to do it because they told me to do that. Just go to the side
Yeah.
door and say,
As
"Hey, it's
we
for
are.
us."
Yeah, just go to the
You
side
don't have to
door
pay
when
for that
it's
shit.
us, guys.
Now getting
Don't
Now
be
say
paying.
thank you.
ready for
Yay!
Yes, thank you, first responders. One more time. Fort Morgan, Wiggins County,
all our
Morgan County.
Fort Morgan area
Ask
first
Andrew if
responders.
he'd like something to drink.
One more time, I'd like to mention our event sponsors. You have sponsors that put on a great event like this. And that would be Andy Rogers with Matco Tools.
Just go this side, huh?
You guys probably get your tools from Andy, but if you don't, you ought to. Better start seeing Andy for your tools. And then we have Arvada Excavating, Colorado Mechanical, and the Riverside
And we are now
Recyclers.
going to go ahead and
Those are your event sponsors.
All right, what's
Take
first?
a
We have those
Oh, I
tonight,
bet
besides
you
our
it's
regular Speedway sponsors, which be B&B Car Wash, Temco Trailers, Leary Race Shocks and
I bet you it's
Auto
gonna
Parts,
be then.
Natural
What's
Wellness,
gonna be? How much you want to bet?
and Rock Auto. All the
Is there a
parts
mission
you
now,
life
or
might ever
races
need.
coming?
These are all B races tonight.
RockAuto.com.
No. These are easy.
I learned that one on TV. All
this
the parts your
I think
car
that was
may ever
intermission,
need.
honey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think.
And I
we'll
believe in that
probably
Rock Auto, man. I'll tell
Go
you.
straight into the probably.
I'd much
I'm
rather
assuming
order
it's
parts
supposed
from
to
Rock
be-
Auto than go to the parts
Okay.
store. Unless one of my friends is working at the parts store. Other
Sure,
than that,
Sonny.
I'm on the computer, rockauto.com 24/7.
Thanks, hon.
Okay, we have a
Alrighty, folks.
special.
So we are.
We have a special parade lap coming. They're displaying the domestic violence flag.
Headed
She'll do
into
a
a-
parade lap and then pull off, and then we'll start the mains.
We are
All
headed
right,
into
fans,
our
it's such a
main
big special
event.
weekend. Such a big special night.
Is it the
We're going to have a
solution?
parade lap now. We're going to have a parade lap, a couple parade laps for domestic violence. We're trying to, take care of that kind of stuff at home. Just put an end to it, was the whole idea. So we're going to have a few parade laps, and then after that we're going to get on with the main events.
I will tell him that. Emo, they're not going to mention names, but the woman that is carrying this flag, her sister was actually killed through a domestic violence.
Okay. So as they come out for the parade
Remember
lap,
that racer's sister that was killed?
this is like I said, this is a
casino.
races right
I can't think
against
of her name.
domestic violence. We're putting a stop
Yeah.
to that cruel, angry thing.
Yeah, Jim Beeman. Oh.
Are you abused at home, Ken?
Do I look abused at home?
No.
You don't look abused here either.
Anywhere. I don't think you get abused anywhere, to tell you the truth.
She might be the abuser.
God, you figured me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only abuse that happens at our house is when I let the dog in and out, in and
In
out,
and out, in and out, in and out.
About the ninth time I'm yelling
Also,
at her, make
folks,
up
we
your
do
crap,
wanna
pick
Pick
a
a
mine.
mine.
Make mention and
That's
recommend
why I got a dog
in
door.
recognition to this
I can't get a dog indoor because of the
Domestic
cats. And they're smarter
violence.
than that dog.
Oh,
And it would have to be
recognition
having
that all the cars are
his back keeps
carrying
me up,
a
or her
domestic
back keeps me up
violence
here. She's
awareness
huge.
that
I
are
know.
on their cars.
Well, you've seen mine.
Drivers
Yeah.
were given this morning at
And she's a big,
registration.
and she's long.
Yeah.
And then she
So
thinks
we are getting ready
she thinks
for
she
that
can lay on the couch with me, and she has
domestic
literally pushed me
violence
off a few
awareness
times.
parade lap.
Excuse me.
And then
This is my couch.
following
Yeah,
that, we will
Don's chair. You
have
can lay over there. He's the one that brought you home.
Dome.
the sportsman
Oh,
beef
you-
All right,
feature
so we'll be out here
one.
for the parade lap in
Yeah,
a
I can't
minute.
imagine those people getting that.
All the drivers
that
are given
That
for
will
a
be
condo apartment.
Clean
domestic
Weed
violence
and Bopper
awareness
in the 42C.
stickers this morning when they registered their cars.
Keaton Shore in the 17C, Dan Varner in the 36, the 44M of Tommy Mock, the
They have a camera
333 of
in
Michael
3 and 4.
Oakley, the 81 of Ricardo Leon, the 06 of John Pipe, the 08 of Danielle Long, the 92 of Dan Tripp,
3 and 4.
the 13 of Dan Morris,
Oh, that's all right.
the 75C of
I'm sorry.
Travis Berman,
Not a problem.
the 72 of Landon Sibery, the 8 of Landon Falkenberg,
I sit here in this
the
dirt
5C of Aaron
and it takes me
Berman,
half a Sunday to get it
and
cleared
the
out.
37C
I know.
of Kelsey Edwards. That will be
Good job.
your drivers lined up, not necessarily in that order, for Sportsman Dwarf B feature number 1
Delaney, please.
when they come out
Thank you, hon.
here in just a little bit as the sun starts to set here in Morgan County, Colorado at I-76 Speedway here on night 1
We just wondered if you
of
turned
the
red or not.
2022 Dwarf Car
Yes.
Nationals.
She don't turn red. She just like whatever.
Once again, folks, I'm Angie Gallinger. Thank you for
can't-
joining us
Damn.
here for the 2022 Dwarf
She's
Car
just too darn.
Nationals,
I
the
bet
Western
that good.
She's just
States
too darn tough. She's
Dwarf
like,
Car
whatever,
Association
go ahead.
National event and the Central States Dwarf Car Association regional event. I personally want to thank John Pipe,
Yeah.
who is driving in the Sportsman
I
B
mean, they had to
feature.
have just
He
got
was the
done.
one that invited me out here
Now
to
Brody Green went
broadcast this event.
I
So,
don't think we're having any B
So-
features.
Yeah, we have one
so my thanks
sportsman.
to
Really?
John Pipe
So many cars?
for having me out here this weekend.
I don't believe it.
I'm very, very
Look at your
appreciative
lineups,
of
dude. Look at your lineups.
this opportunity.
You better be right or I'm going to have to
I'm
fit.
loving my
B
first
feature.
foray
Oh my
into
gosh.
Oh
dirt
my.
racing broadcasting.
That's a lot of cars.
Hope I get many more
We're doing green, white,
opportunities.
checkered.
And
Are you for the BV? That would be
I don't-
for
exciting.
this first opportunity, I think I'm doing
That would be awesome.
pretty decent. I definitely have a lot more to learn, and
Tell Brody.
I'm just really thankful I've got a second night to
Aw.
get even better.
Palmer sent that to me.
Aw.
So
It's
ju-
your birthday?
Just like
Tuesday
these
was my
drivers who have
Did I say happy birthday?
main events
Every
Oh,
show
thank
gets
you.
better.
to get better following
Okay.
their heat,
Since we were talking
Everyone-
about that,
I've
I was
got-
1 year away from
You have a
70.
little bit better than the
opportunities.
last one.
to get
And
better.
you got a good way to go. I had a great show on Father's Day, man. I just felt it last Sunday. I just felt it. It's a good show. I did good.
Awesome.
We're not mixing
Oh,
this.
yeah, you never know, man.
Oh, said what?
We're not mixing this week.
You think you had a bad show, and then someone will come up and
Oh,
say,
yeah?
"Man, that was a good show you had the
He
other night."
called
You'd be like, "Wow, I didn't think anybody's paying
Wednesday.
attention."
Awesome.
I need this, and this.
All right, everybody, stand up for the parade lap. Stop violence, end the silence. Domestic violence awareness. Now, we're not giving names or anything, but if we have at least one car out there that lost someone to domestic violence, and probably more than just one. So it's, stop the violence, stop the silence. If you know something's going on, you need to talk to somebody. No one deserves to be abused in any type of situation, especially a domestic situation. You're supposed to be out there helping each other to get through this brutal life we got. And it's no good if you have someone abusing. Never a good thing. So, any chance you get to help out in this situation, we plead with you to please help.
Taking a look at the lineup on pole. Kane Wiedenbacher. In
We'll do a
second.
couple parade laps for you, and then we'll get on with the
Sure.
Sportsman Dwarf B main event.
We have one that's on the side.
Out front in a 37C car, Kelsey Edwards flying that flag to stop the violence.
I only have 9 cars going through on this.
I'm not a
Kelsey
fan of
Edwards
any violence.
running this.
That's the
game.
worst
She's
kind of violence, if you ask
flying
me.
the domestic violence flag in this.
Well, we're going to go through the lineup here. On the front row, the 42C car is Kane Weidenbacher.
Third place, Dan Barner. Fourth,
Outside the first row is the 17C of Keaton Shore. Is this a B
You
feature?
guys, the lineup is good. So
Hey, Kim.
You're ready.
Is this a B feature?
How many laps are we doing?
And
now?
how many transfer?
I have no idea.
the
How many laps and how many
333.
transfer?
All right, going in that second row inside, Dan Varner in the 36, 44M and Tommy Mock. Third row inside, Michael
And
Oakley in the
6.
333. Ricardo Leone
Can someone
in
tell
the
us how many
81.
laps and how many
06,
transfer?
John Pipe inside the fourth row. Thank you, John Pipe, for all your help during the first responder race. John's always good for that stuff. Outside the fourth row, that's Danielle Long in the 08.
Okay.
John Pike is in seventh. Daniel
That sounds good.
92, a Dan Tripp, that 92 car inside fifth row. Outside fifth row, Dan Morris
Thank
in the
you.
13.
Dan Morris,
Inside sixth row,
20
75C
laps
and
and
Travis
7
Berman.
transfer.
7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
20 laps.
All right, 7 will transfer out of this B main to go to the A main tonight.
And we've got 7 transferring.
So
out
we
of
got the
this
75C
game.
at Travis Berman, then the 72 at Landon Cybery in the 72, Landon Falkenberg in the
Travis
85C
Berman
at
in
Aaron
the
Berman,
75C.
then the
Aaron
37C of Kelsey Edwards. That's your B main lineup. Here they go, green flag.
36, 42, and 7.
3 wide for the lead, and the 42, Kane Weidenbacher comes out with it.
Weidenbacher all alone.
17 ashore, and then the 36 of
Shore
Varner.
leads into three.
Varner up in the second. It's Weidenbacher, and then Shore, and then Varner. Then here comes the 333. Michael Oakley moving up into fourth place. 06 drifts up. Lets cars go by. John Pipe trying to hold on to fifth place.
I figure out who this is.
Daniel
Never
Long
mind.
in the 7th and
What's that last
final
number?
transfer position.
Weidenbacher, still your leader,
Getting a little bit.
followed by Werner. Werner in second. Then your third place car is Shore.
Dominant in 1 and 2. Taking a look at the battle.
42, a Kane Weidenbacher still in the lead. Stretching it out a little bit. Dan Garner in second place. Whoa, we got a flip. We got one on their side over there.
Red guys, we got a
We got a
red.
red flag in 3 and 4.
Flip in 3 and 4.
that one.
We've got a
Looks
red
like a
flag
13
now.
went over. The 13 of Dan Morris. What's that car? Is that the 17? What's
Dan
that
Morris.
black car?
13, I think.
In the blue
Yeah, the black
13 flip.
The blue car is the 13 car, Dan
And it's the
Morris.
7.
Hard to see that black car's number.
Not able to tell the other car
Did
involved
he roll
from
over?
I thought the blue car
the
did.
position at this point where we are. from our broadcast position right
It was
behind
hard. I
the
got all these
flag
people.
stand
Got all these heads in my way
on
this
the
week.
front stretch.
Did he roll over? Do we
I didn't
want the
exactly see
ambulance?
what happened, but I think the blue went over. I didn't exactly see what happened. If that number 13 car went on his lid or not. I think he at least went up on his side.
Yes, we do want the ambulance. We do want the ambulance, please.
And the ambulance
Looks like we're
is
gonna bring the
needed.
ambulance in to make sure
for-
everything's all right.
Dan Morris.
I have to get Dan out of the car. See all our first responders over there. Here they come. Just got back from the race.
We got a lot of them here tonight.
No, what you want to see, but I guess if you're gonna have this happen, thankfully you've got
Yeah.
all these first
Now they're
responders
having
on
a tag
site.
race on who answers.
Yes, we absolutely do have all the first responders here.
All these first responders just got out of these
There you go.
cars
That's a good thing.
from the first responders race.
Okay, we'll both go.
They're all being called into action. Because they got 2 ambulances here.
And nobody wants to respond.
And about 16 first responders, so we're covered tonight.
So which we won't get to see this week.
Well, I want that.
All right, well, let's keep our fingers crossed for that driver.
Ambulance, because man, he flattened.
And we're
Yeah, no doubt.
But if that's
Obviously
Bobby
not
Ruppel's son,
gonna-
I mean, good grief, it's in
I
his
think
genes.
so.
say anything to speculate about
The
it.
13 of Dan Morris. We'll get word up here.
Medical
Soon as we
crews
know.
are out there, but we'll get word to you
Well,
as
we had a high
soon as we
attrition
know
rate
on Morris's
tonight.
condition.
Yeah.
But
Usually they don't have wrecks.
ambulance crews from Morgan County are on the scene with him
That's
there
true.
Uh-huh.
at the end of turn
I
4
can't
here
say
at
that
I-76 Speedway. So
I never said
All
they
the
had to
action
compete
is
themselves in here, these cars.
under the red flag here in
Dwarf
the
football player. Yeah, I want to
Dwarf
get tackled by 12
Sportsman B
What?
feature.
I see.
Thank you. He is all right.
I just got word that the driver is all right. Let's give it up for him, Dan Morris.
Yeah.
A little shooken up, but not worse for the wear.
Morris, all right, being tended to by medical
All right,
staff.
Pat. Let's see who I'm not getting here. Okay.
Okay.
I got 36.
Well, actually, it's 42.
Well, no.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me get a little marker. Let me use a color that. Okay,
And
got
it looks like the
36.
72 car's on the hook.
And that other
17
car,
Landon
involved-
Sibery,
Landon
the other one
Sibery,
involved.
the 72.
5C.
So off the racetrack.
92.
Wait, 5?
C.
There's a 5?
We have to count the top 7. The top
Oh,
7
he's way down
transfer
here.
out of this B main
Okay.
Yeah.
to the
Oh, I'm
sportsman
just going by
A main.
Yeah.
who's hitting
These
that.
are sportsman
This isn't-
cars. So I'm told these are
Okay.
basically beginners and novices
92.
92.
under 45 years of age.
75C.
Okay.
Yeah, 75C. 08.
Okay.
As we
44
take a
and-
look at this group, obviously this
13.
lineup
and
could
81.
change
That's
as they
all the
go
ones
back
that I'm getting.
to the last
15,
lap
82,
81.
before the caution came out.
81.
But as
Okay, you're
things
not
stand
getting
right now, it
42,
shows Dan
3,
Barner, Keaton Shore,
37,
John Pipe, Aaron
5.
Berman, Dan Tripp, your top 5. But again, since I go back to the last
There's a
lap,
So we have a
fence jumper
5C
there.
and a
this
5.
could change.
Well, it could be 5C. I can't write down that many.
So we'll
Oh, wait a minute.
update you
3 is 333.
on the lineup
Okay.
I just don't have time to write
once
down
we
that
get
many.
back
I
rolling.
get it. Okay.
As the
So
ambulance
1, 2, 3,
is
4, 5, 6, 7,
pulling
8,
away,
9,
got
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Dan
4,
Morris,
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. We still have one more. 12
Jeff Dowd,
or 72. Is that a 72?
Have a 70.
72.
Oh, do I
72 's the
have?
Yep, and 72.
The 13 car of Morris is now being
Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to
Towed
put in
off the
Sportsman
track.
B.
Because Butch said if their transponders weren't working, he wasn't picking them.
B. 42, 37, 5, 33, and 72.
and the red flag is lifted. We are back under the caution now.
Alright, we're back under caution. The cars will start
Okay, you
moving
guys,
about
we're
the
halfway
track.
through a lap.
Hopefully
So we
get
have
this
to
heat
go
race
back. If
back to
somebody's in
beginning
yellow,
again.
Yeah, we'll be starting 5. We'll be starting 5. We gotta go back to the board. It'll be 42, 36, 17.
Starting lap 5. Starting lap 5, I believe this is a 20 lap
If
B
somebody's in the
main.
yellow, just let me know, okay?
This is a
Just Kim and
20
I will
lap
catch
B
up on
main.
transponders.
So we've got to
So
go back
42,
to lap.
36, 17. After 42, 36, 17 is 333, 06, 08. After 08 is 72, 37. After 17 is 333, he's there, and then 06 and 08. But we've got a car, a white car snuck up Dublin that doesn't belong there. It should be 42,
Kane
36,
Wiedenbacher in
17.
first.
Kane
Dan
Wiedenbacher
Varner
up in the
in
lead.
second.
And then 333.
In
Third leader at the time.
Keaton
And then
Short.
06, 08.
Wiedenbacher. And then Varner. And the 17C.
And then Mike Oakley in
After
fourth.
06 and 08 is
John
72
Short
and
in
37.
The 333
Daniel
of Michael
Longo,
Oakley.
sixth.
Get them racked and stacked and ready for your
77.
entertainment.
Ricardo Leo.
We can keep them going for a few laps.
For the main.
Hey, Brody wants you guys.
Oh, okay. And then after 37 is 81 and 44. 37 is not in the right place. 37 belongs behind 08.
Thomas Mack behind Ricardo
37
Leo.
needs to move up 2 spots.
Yes. Honey, I'm missing
Move
cars,
37 up 2
Oh.
spots. She's kind of a pink and blue, and she needs
Well,
to
I
be
see
in
the
front of
ambulance
that
coming
lime
back,
green one.
going up on the hills. That's always a good sign. That means the young man is over in the pits and not at the hospital.
Okay, after 37 is 81 and 44.
Trying to get them all where they belong.
We're good. We can start 5.
And we got Kelsey Edwards.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, she added 190 to the back
Now let's see
of
where
the pro main.
she's being
What?
moved up. Kelsey
She added
Edwards
to
being moved
190
up
to
to
back of
6.
pro main.
So he's going to be
All right, so
Kyle.
out front, your leader's still
Van
Kane
Wiedenbacher.
Wiedenbacher.
So who's 190?
You guys, I hope my
Dan Varner
radio isn't going
second.
dead, but I can hardly hear anybody.
Keaton Short
Dan Varner
third.
in second, then
Mike
Shore in
Oakley
third.
fourth.
They come down. We'll see what Brody tells them. 1 to go this time, Brody
Yeah,
says.
1 to
Wide
go.
open.
Pay
It's like
attention.
everybody's whispering.
1
Yeah.
to go. Lights out. Green's about.
John Pipe in fifth. Sixth is Kelsey Edwards.
Kind of like she's got this funny, but who's name?
Once again, the lineup is
All
good.
right, one more time.
Seventh,
Welcome
Ricardo
to our B
Leon.
main, our sportsmen, Dwarfs.
Eighth,
Top 7 go to the A main.
Thomas Mack.
Got that
Ninth,
Weidenbacher
Travis
out
Burnham.
front. We'll see if he can't hold court here.
I think going green, huh?
10th, Aaron Bachterman.
Going green, going green.
And 11, top 7.
Oh, out front. Weidenbacher going real quick.
Goes
Followed by Garner.
Lee Randall.
Shore. And then John Pipe. John Pipe up in the 4th place. 5th place is 37M.
Kelsey Edwards against John Pine.
Kelsey Edwards takes it from John Pipe. Kelsey Edwards now up in the 4th place. From the back to the front. It's Weidenbacher.
I can't see some of these.
Then Shore right there. Here comes Kelsey Edwards. Kelsey Edwards looking for 3rd
Leon
place.
gets around Danielle Long for 6th. And is now in the back. We've got a battle.
Oh, we got a yellow.
Hello.
08 spun over in 1 and 2.
And someone just went off. I don't know who it was. Mike Oakley. What number, huh?
Did anybody catch the number
333. Mike Oakley out of Casper pulled off.
33.
Is the wreck or pulled off?
Who is the wreck? Huh?
Who's the yellow for
Who's
you
the yellow
guys?
for?
I thought it was trying to spin.
Thank you. And 333 is the one we're missing.
Okay.
And that is the
Okay, we
caution.
did finish lap 8, so we'll have to
Oakley
check
is
lap
Out
8.
front, still
42,
Weidenbacher.
36,
Followed by
17,
Varner,
37,
the 36 car.
06,
Varner.
Barker.
81.
Barner.
So far they look good.
Shore.
And then Keith Shore,
44.
Edwards.
Edwards, and then Pipe. John Pipe up in the 5th.
And Leon.
That's 75 should be for the back, shouldn't he?
81, Ricardo Leon.
Hang on, we gotta check the back.
75 should be for the back with 44. Okay,
Okay, you guys,
Yes.
move 75 back.
And we got another lineup adjustment that needs to be
He
made.
should be, and we'll have to add 92 to the tail. He was being lapped again, but I don't even see it. But yeah, he's out there. Okay, they're good. They're good. Turn them
Them
loose.
run.
Turn them loose.
That's not much good with these. Are they going green?
Going green.
Okay.
Or he's waving it. If he,
And we are
if he doesn't
ready
drop it,
to.
I'll yell.
Giving him 1 to go this
I
time.
have 1 to go.
Okay.
We've got 1 to go now.
We get him shake out here, we can get this B main
I
in.
still need all this.
Get it
Kyle
done.
Wiedenbacher leading. Dan Warner second. Keaton
We'll be
Shore
starting
third.
9.
What'd you do with your mom?
9.
Where's your mom? Still in the hole?
Yes. Yeah.
The hole, the booth.
Yeah. They can even help.
We both in the
Fourth,
front.
Kelsey Edwards.
Yes.
I'd like to say hello to everybody that's out there helping us this
Fine.
weekend.
They all run
Six.
my
All you spikers
Ricardo
and
Leon.
Smiths and everyone else that helps out on a regular basis. Still got the girl in the ticket booth, has to hang down there all night.
Thomas back. And we go back to green.
Then they're striking some. Now we get a green flag this time, and a green go, 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 go.
After that,
Weidenbacher still with the lead.
75.
And he might
Travis
be back
Berman
there.
gets around Mac
And the yellow comes out. Got a spin over to 1. That 08 car spun Danielle long.
So far, they're not working.
spins
Not
in
going
one.
That's his second
They're all,
yellow. He
my
was the
laps.
yellow one last one.
Next, Danielle
Run your
Long.
car.
Second
Yeah, I think
yellow
those are all my laps.
That's why I
We only rented like 5 of them out
of
tonight.
this event. So we'll see what the officials decide. to do.
Another spin.
Okay, who's the other one?
Danielle
He's
Long.
08 in the spin cycle this time.
Oh, looks like he's getting towed this
They all
time.
know it's slick over there, man. Back off your gas. They all know it's slick over there. Every
The
every lap.
75, 5C, and 92.
Doing up in
The
on the
three
flat top.
drivers
Jimmy?
still on
Yeah,
track
Sparky
that are
beaming.
out
He's helping.
of a transfer position.
Okay, if everybody
Aaron
stand
Bockerman,
where they are,
Travis
we're
Berman.
good, because we did not complete
What do you
the
want,
lap.
boy?
Still starting nine.
And Dan Tripp, the three drivers on track
I'm up here,
out of a
remember?
transfer position. And
So
now
the
Dan
lineup is
Tripp
good.
in the
We'll start
92
nine.
Again.
out of
Oh, now we got
Evansville,
92 down
Wyoming.
here.
He is stopping
And it
right
looks
in
like
front
92 is
of
stalled, or else he's waiting for the pack to come
We
around.
have the 92 car in the front chute. See what's going on there.
right in front of the start finish line. He is stalled. Look like he needs to push back. So it looks like now it'll just be the 75.
While they're over in
And
the
the
first
5C.
turn over there, hooking up the 08 car to the hook.
That are the only two cars on track out of a transfer position. So who knows? The more this race goes on, I might not have a race to call for the final
7 transfers.
position.
Race of survival now.
He's been to the races before.
Oh,
You
and
can
7
tell.
cars finished, 7 cars go to the main.
He's so funny. I love it. I love it. I love it.
9 cars out there. We started with like 15. Actually 16. We had 16 starters.
We love your comments,
We've
Andrew.
lost 7.
Yes.
7 cars now.
Might not have a race to call. I says he's been at one of these before.
That's all I need.
71 degrees tomorrow.
Yay!
And rain.
Won't that be perfect?
It's showing rain.
And rain.
Somebody told me rain all day tomorrow. I said, what's wrong with you? Shut up.
Rain all day Monday.
No, I gotta be outside.
Well, tomorrow's only
Okay,
Saturday.
rain all day
Sunday.
Sunday.
And here we go, folks, getting ready for the green flag. Let's see, can Aaron
Okay, once again, we're
Bockerman in
starting
the
9. Everybody
5C
stayed where they're supposed to.
All they're calling for
or
is thunderstorms
Travin
both days. You don't know if it's gonna rain or
Beckerman in
not.
the 75C
Well, last week it was only 10%.
Get up
It
there.
rained like a son of
We
a
got
gun.
one hammer.
into a transfer position, and now they waved off the restart. It is going to be 1 to go. Can the
Monica,
75
Lights out this time. That
Very
means 1 to
It's
go.
real easy to
Get up
figure
there.
out.
1 to go this
to a
time.
transfer
I
position?
believe we have 8
Here
laps
in
down.
The
I don't know if we're doing
D-man.
20, I believe. We're doing 20.
Green white checker.
Huh?
Green white checker.
Right
can
now?
these guys
We're
get
doing
in
10. Green, white, checkered, kid says.
to the back of the A-main
Hot in here.
He's too meaty.
by
Hot in
finishing
here.
in 7 in
Need some fresh
Sparks.
air.
Feature 1.
Green, 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 green. And there they go, up into 1 and 2. Weidenbacher out with the lead again.
The 75 close to the 40.
Look out for that 37C, Kelsey Edwards. Whoa! Kelsey spins it. Coming out of 4. Just I tell you to watch out for Kelsey.
And we got
A little
Kelsey
too much
Edwards
mustard, a little too
spins
much gas. And she spins it up there high.
it Up top
That's a
in
perfect
4.
job, Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
So Kelsey Edwards now in the 37C.
These guys can't get a race over with him.
Out
Tried
of
to
the
beat me.
transfer
We used to
position.
call it the hooligan back in the day. Oh shit, I don't want to get in a hooligan.
That's it.
Because everybody rushes you up. You die, you crash, you spin.
37.
37. So you have to add 37.
Especially when you go downtown racing, you know. got a B main. Fucking hooligan. Everybody's trying to make the main, you know? So they all crash each other and
Fall
shit.
class, have to race all night, fucking Saturday, and then come back and give race on
Now with
Sunday.
where we're at, folks, Travis Berman in the 75
Man, I need a haircut.
is in. Now it's
I gotta get them all
Kelsey
cut.
Edwards
Yes, turn them loose. We'll
Out.
do 10.
and Aaron Bockerman also out.
If we keep doing this, we'll only have 4 cars left on the
Weidenbacher
transfer.
one more time.
And we've got 1 lap to go before we turn them loose again here in the B main. 1 lap to the restart. My apologies. Now 1 lap to go in the B main. 1 lap to go here until the restart.
To get my dog's CBD pills, I bet you she's
We get them all together here. We get a restart.
The 42 of Kyle Wiedenbacher
power off.
And we
still out front.
lose 2 more cars. We'll have all
Yeah.
we need for the future. Here we go, the green flag. Weidenbacher right out front again.
Edwards gets into a transfer position. Now it's the 44. Thomas Mackman's out.
The 36 and the 06. John Pipe and Dan Varner fighting it out for second. The 5C
The
spins
17C
down the front chute. They keep it going. We stay green. Weidenbacher followed by Varner and then Pipe.
So the
Varner in the 36, John Pipe in the 06,
17C.
and the 81.
So there's
The
our
81 and Ricardo Leon. Leon in the 81. And here comes the 37C and Kelsey Edwards. Edwards down low. Edwards taking over 4th place. But here comes the 81 back on her inside.
Ricardo Leon.
It's Weidenbacher, then Varner, then Pipe.
John Pipe
Pipe in third. Trying everything he can to get around 2nd place.
3 and 4.
Here comes a 4th place car, Kelsey Edwards.
John
37F.
going for
From the
second.
back to the front to the
John
front.
Varner, 3 and 4. Low on the inside.
It's Varner and then Pipe.
Pipe up high.
Varner and Pipe on the outside.
Pipe takes
Pipe up in the
away.
2nd place.
Pipe clears Varner.
John Pipe in the 06. The 36. Dan Varner slipped up a little bit there. Here comes Kelsey Edwards. Look
Now
at 3rd
Edwards.
place on the outside.
Around Varner, around the outside of 3 and 4. Edwards gets around Varner.
Kelsey Edwards battling for 3rd with Verner.
Varner coming
Dan
back
Varner.
on the ball.
Kelsey Edwards.
Down the front straight away on the bottom to keep 3rd. Pipe gets loose.
I believe I see some laundry in the window. It's a white flag for Weidenbacher. John Pipe in 2nd place. As they come around for the checkered flag. The winner of your Sportsman Dwarf main event. 42. Kane Weidenbacher, the winner of that B main.
Pipe second.
Hey, Cam.
John Pipe
Just
2nd.
waving with that noodle around.
3rd place, Kelsey Edwards.
You
go tell him.
Monica, I can
Then
give
the
you
36
top
of Dan
on
Varner.
the,
Dan
And
Varner
the
would
81 of Ricardo Leon.
Yeah.
That's your top 5.
Monica. Monica. Okay, after 17 is 5C.
I believe we're going to have mini mod main event next.
And then
While the other dwarf cars get ready for their main
5,
events.
right?
We'll have 3 dwarf car main events left to go. And
No,
our lightning
37
sprint
was
main event.
Did we get the transponders for the
08 went to the pits.
And
08 or
congratulations
They were all on the thing.
to Kyle Wiedenbacher for victory in the Sportsman
08 would be before
B
333.
feature, making it to tonight's A main.
How many cars do we lose altogether?
Stay with us, folks. We'll be back for the A mains.
Hey Tim, you want to give me those numbers again?
Later
and I'll take
on.
them to Pike and tell
This
Pike to deal
is
with
Andy
it.
Gallinger
I'll deal with it,
broadcasting the 2022
You want the numbers of the top?
Dwarf
no,
Car
no.
Nationals from
No, I'll do it this time.
I was
I-76
gonna say, I'll
Speedway
go tell Pike, hey,
in
you need to
Fort
get these
Morgan.
guys stranded.
It's
Colorado.
pretty obvious that our mini mod main event is
Since he's
next.
done racing, I can
Johnny Booze gets it started in the 24 car outside
going
second
green?
row. We're going green this time. It's green flag.
To Fort Morgan, Colorado.
Chris Crowder out to a quick lead. Whoa! Whoa! We have contact over 1 and 2.
We've got quickly
BJ Sauer. It looks like
Hello.
and Josh
BJ
Flood
Sauer
get
spins.
together.
in the light.
Oh, bring out a yellow for the spin.
A
I
feature.
only have 6 of these, Pat. I only have 6 of these.
BJ Sauer
BJ
able to
Sauer
continue
spins.
off to the pits. BJ must have an issue after the
I have
spin.
no idea what number that is.
This
but it
BJ
just left.
Sauer just
It was
spun
21B
into
Was that-
BJ Sauer.
Was that who left?
That was 21B.
21B.
So we lost the 21B of BJ Sauer.
The one I have.
That'll tighten up the
Chris
lineup.
Crowder.
Well, Chris
leading
Crowder out
this race.
front. Next to Chris will be Mike McMillan,
Mike McMillan,
then-
Ryan Rader.
the 24, and Johnny
Oh,
Booze.
Johnny Booze, excuse me.
No laps. No laps.
Then inside the next line, that's at Ullery, number 1, Troy Ullery. Then inside that next row is the 7 of Josh Flood. Josh Flood in the 7.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine, hon. You're fine.
With
Then
these
we have the
lightning
86
sprints,
of
we've
Jen
got
Woods.
9 of them.
I got them for you.
Outside
Out
that
there
third
now.
row, and inside that next row,
Following.
the 33 of Gail Ingram. Outside of Ingram and 31,
Yes, no
Steve
laps,
Becker.
Retirement.
And then in that last
It's
row
gonna
is the
be
44 of
original
Ryan
start.
Rader. Ryan Rader in the 44. Watch that yellow light. When the light goes out, we know what's up.
Okay, I found
Mike
our missing cars
leading
on our.
for the
Yes.
lightning
Come see me.
sprint.
I found our missing cars on our.
Chris Crowder
Don't do it.
up in second on the front row as it's going to be a double final race to the one of Troy Ullery in third.
Is this guy just all like?
It's just out there for fun.
Okay.
Fucking hot here.
Yeah.
In fourth is Johnny Booze as we get
There
ready.
we go.
for
We're going to
the
get a green
restart.
this time. Green
Here
flag.
we
Go, go, go.
Green flag. Lightning sprints there.
Chris Crowder out to a quick lead. Johnny Booze foul up in second
Chris
place.
Crowder gets it.
Here
Johnny
comes
Booze
McIntyre,
gets
McMillan. Here comes McMillan in the 81.
McMillan.
And then Woods in the 86.
Into
Jan
the
Woods
side
in fourth
by side.
place.
A lot of dust is
Chris
flying.
Crowder trying to hold on to that lead, or Johnny Boo's trying to reel him in.
Crowder pulling away in the 26.
Looks a little bit like their heat race. Crowder followed by Booz. Crowder, then Booz, then McMillan, then Woods, then Ullery in fifth.
Ullery in fifth. 44 Ryan Rader. Back there in seventh.
Chris Crowder making it look easy.
The 24 Johnny Booz. Just nothing he can do. Chris Crowder is simply in his own zip code here tonight.
Boo's trying all he can do to catch him. Chris Crowder with the big lead.
Crowder absolutely no competition as he comes around under the flag stand. The cross flags are out for Crowder.
Halfway this time, halfway for the lightning sprints.
Lightning sprints.
Chris Crowder up in the lap traffic, going on the 33. Watch Crowder in traffic now, it gets intense.
Crowder now in the lap traffic. This traffic, the only hope for Johnny Booz, other than the caution.
Chris Crowder still with the lead.
Going on the
Johnny Boo's in second place. Don't look like Boo's is gonna have anything for him. Oh, what's that? Chris Crowder with a white flag.
flag for Chris.
One lap for the lightning sprint. That was a quick race, let me
Here
tell
comes
you.
Crowder already on the backstretch. Now into turn 5. Coming around toward the checkered. A featuring
Whoa,
lightning
mama!
sprints.
Chris Crowder
wins.
with the win, the lightning sprint.
Lightning
Main
sprints.
event winner.
Chris Crowder wins the main event in the lightning sprints.
And
Here
Ben
at
Haney,
I-76.
that Ben Haney out there in a midget car. Oh, what that was all
Yes,
about.
ma'am. So 26, 24.
So we got our winner to 26 car
6, 24,
of Chris Crowder
Domination.
out of Colorado
Chris
Springs,
Crowder.
Colorado.
86.
4, 7. And I'm 4 out of 7.
Oh, that's right.
Started second, finished first.
86, 31.
And here he comes into victory lane.
Crowder starting on the outside pole as he
They
pulls
say
up.
Chris Crowder all the way up from
Right
Colorado
at the
Springs.
Start finish line is a
21
Colorado
is
Springs
missing.
driver.
Chris
Yes.
Crowder
Finishes
with a finishing lap of 14.9 seconds.
As the winner,
I could tell you anything
The
faster than
Lightning
15
Springs
seconds around this
main
joint
event.
is dang getting it on, I can tell you. 14.935. His seventh lap was his best lap. I guess no trophy there, I suppose.
No trophy tonight.
What's going on there,
for
Brady?
the lightning sprint.
Brody. What's your name, Brody? Brady?
Brody, I
Brady?
can't hear you. I think my phone's going dead.
Brody?
It's like really, really quiet.
So congratulations.
Oh, okay. They're doing the trophies all at once.
Oh, okay. All right, then all our trophy presentations are going to be at the end of the night.
7.
Just so anyone wondering why Chris left victory lane.
Congratulations to Chris Crowder out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, the winner. Johnny Booz out of Lakewood, Colorado, finishing second. Michael McMillan in third.
All right, now which ones are these?
are
this
the veterans.
you guys?
I think these are the veterans. I'm not sure. There's Billy Taylor.
I think this is the vets.
Give me some, bro. Good job, man. Are you kidding me? Good job.
Light here's on the top, and I had to remember. So,
Huh?
Now up,
top, so I had to remember.
we have the
You did a great job.
Touch him, and he fell back. So I was like, yeah.
You're the man, dude.
I was
veteran.
catching up to Houston.
Your brother's tough to catch, man.
I was catching up to
Holy crap, man. He was moving. You guys did a great job. You did a great job. Always cheering you on. Lizard man.
14.
The lizard man's here. Hey, pay attention. Lizard man's here.
Give me 5 days. You did great.
Guys, our stop
I know
violence,
she's only going to pay one
Remember-
of these, so I'll pay the other one, okay?
our domestic violence
I'm sure.
awareness.
Steve
You know, I
Catlin
appreciate
gonna get
you
a-
guys coming into it every
We're gonna get a
day.
flag car here.
in this
We
age
never know where
feature.
we might.
In second, Donald Jackson.
I'm doing that tomorrow, so you better count on it too.
Oh, you better just bite me.
I thought we were both being sick. What happened?
I have Legionnaire's disease.
Let's do it.
That's the veteran dwarf,
I'm
amen.
gonna have.
And we have here the veteran dwarf A main event.
And in third,
And out front's a flat, our
I have
parade
Jay
lap
Wong.
car.
Guys, do me a favor. See these two
37
numbers?
F.
Figure out who they are.
Which one? These two?
And we're gonna
See the
call
ones
this
that don't have
race. We're gonna
numbers
call a
next
race
to 'em?
X. I know you like
Figure
to
out
talk
who they
about
are.
Mike. I heard you
Ready.
earlier. I got Haxton Smith up here in the tower with me. Finished second in that mini mod main event. Trying to catch his brother. He said I had him. I almost had him.
and in fourth, we've got the 16 of
Lizard Man,
Brian
Haxton
Vaughn.
Smith.
Fifth,
Come up. He likes to come up and visit. He's going to be an announcer one day. You watch.
I was going to say he's the cutest
Oh,
little
He
Glenn.
says
thing.
yes.
Serrano.
Once his racing career is
You guys
over,
figure out who.
that'll be a while. He's got a way to
That
go.
would be great.
What do you know, 8?
Sweetie.
I still have a hobby.
On the outside,
7, 8.
Glenn
As they go through,
Serrano.
figure out these numbers.
9 this year.
And
Wow.
then figure out who's not working.
Growing quick, buddy.
Field,
See, yes, see these ones?
Good job tonight, man. Give me another man.
on the
Right, better do
inside
the
of row 4,
All right, out front on the pole,
And then figure out
the
who's
47A,
not working.
the
outside
Steve
of row
Caban
4,
on the pole.
Are we going green?
Outside on the 57 2C, Don Jackson. Outside first row. Inside second row, it's Dave Massingale in the 8R. 16R's Brad Bain tonight. Brad Bain.
the 11,
Third row inside, the 76D of Glenn Scarini.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And outside third row, the 22C of Brett Peel. See you, buddy.
Is that the 22?
Number 4 inside, Richie Abbott, the 4X car.
See,
Stacy Woods in the 64X.
My grandkids are taller than me.
11 car, Kenny Johnson. 89 of Dale Welch.
89,
6X Matt Creechy. Here we go, the green flag. Veteran Dwarf A feature,
veteran door.
and they're off. The 47A takes out a quick lead. Here comes the 52C of Don Jackson. Don Jackson looking to the inside.
Into one, puts the bumper down.
Yellow.
Oh, and we got a
And we've got
spin.
yellow.
Are we going to count that one?
And I don't know if that was official or not.
They haven't moved. And I missed
But
that.
we got a spin over there in the bottom of 3 and 4. That'd be the 11 car, Kenny Johnson down there.
Johnson spinning in 3 and 4. I was watching the battle for
The back
first
half is
and
good.
second. Miss Johnson spin.
Number 11 says right down on the side of that car, Drama Racing. To give you a clue, a little bit of drama. Well, we're gonna
No, we
Is that
actually.
what was
we're gonna get
good?
them lined up
Three
here.
cars left.
In the field, we also
If
have
they want to go back to original,
Mike
go back.
If you want to go back to original, we'll go to original. You guys make the call. You're the flagman.
as well
Make
as
that call, bro.
Jerry
Make that call.
Buck,
Okay, then we'll start
the
two.
other two drivers
About 3 horse and green.
that I missed as they were coming to the green
Start lap
Yeah,
2.
64
Mike
and said the
Reeder
rest are good,
and
so turn them loose.
The two of
All right, we only
Jared
got
Book.
one lap in.
We have one
We'll
lap
be
completed
restarting.
of this veteran Dwarf A feature.
We get them all lined up, rack and stacked like they're supposed to be.
The 40
I was
Got
gonna
that
say nobody
52C on the
really-
inside second row. Here they come. Light is out. Green's about. One to go. Sorry, one to go. Thought Brody turned the light out. One to go.
A&R in third, second, the 52.
Outside on that front row, your leaders, Steve Capon.
30 Dale.
Capon, and then Jackson. And then Massengale.
Steve Capon.
Massengale in the 8R
You
car.
watching how I'm doing this?
In the 16R, Brad Bain. Brad Bain coming around for the green. And then he gets a restart on the green.
Steve Capon leads him into one.
Capon in the 47A with the lead. Now here comes that 52C of Don Jackson to the outside. Capon still with the lead. Here comes the 52C and the 8R Massengale. 3 for the lead. Then the 16R Brad Bain joins in.
That's Massengale. Massengale in the 8R, excuse me.
Massengale up into third. It's Steve Capoon. Capoon up in the lead. Don Jackson trying to reel him in. He's got right there, but he can't get around him.
I'm starting at 64, so okay.
Jackson up against Capoon's bumper to 3 and 4. Massengale looks for Jackson into one. Nothing there.
Here comes Massengale, still in third, looking for a way around.
I know.
First and second place are right there. 47 car, Steve Capon. Capon over Don Jackson. Don Jackson's been trying to find any lane he can. Steve Capon. Steve Capon with the lead. Don Jackson still in second place.
Mike Reeder on the bumper.
I think we're going to get the halfway point this time around. Halfway home for Steve Capone. Steve Capone with the lead.
Leading all the way.
The 52C find no way around. Capone opening up the lead a little bit. Got about a water truck lead on the second place car. The leader getting into lap traffic. Getting ready to pass Gerald Book. Goes on the high side. But you gotta watch out for that 52C car. The Don Jackson gets held up by the 2G. Here comes Jackson. Look at the inside. Show it to your 4. Jackson's still inside. Can't find a way around. 52C just can't get it done. Oh, we got a spin up in the 3 and 4. Billy Taylor, the wild child.
Yellow. Yellow.
Gonna bring out the yellow. Oh, that was some good hard fighting racing right up to that yellow flag. Okay, veteran dwarf drivers putting on a show.
2 should be up there. He is left.
2 is left.
Don Jackson
16,
back to the
52.
bump.
Don Jackson on the high side, on the low side, in the middle, can't find a way around.
16, 16.
The 47A holding him off. Massagale trying to get by them both.
Okay. And then 0, 6, 4, 22, 89, 76, 69.
We have
It's
to
gonna be
do
Steve Capone.
Steve Capone up from Surprise, Arizona.
Oh, that's 72.
2? Okay.
Okay.
That sounds better.
That's okay. Okay, 47.
Don Jackson. You're
You
from
can see all the dwarf cars
Yeah, that's so.
with their designations.
Dave Massengale from right here.
You got the 4C, Billy Taylor. I believe the C stands for Colorado. The 47A car, he's from Arizona.
10,
And you got the R's and the C's out there, Colorado and then Rocky Mountain.
15. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Right. Start 1-5. Start 1-5.
Capovan, then Domino. We'll
Yep.
see. Can
This they only
You
have.
got the 4X car. That's Richie Abbott
76.
out of Henderson, Nevada.
89's between 22 and 76.
on the front row.
Right outside of Las Vegas in Henderson. Richie Abbott in the 4X car.
Do anything with them, or will.
We're going to get one to go this time by Brody.
Once again.
2 is gone.
No, he's right there.
Oh, never mind.
Never
2
mind.
is actually a lapped car, but we're going to leave it back there in the tail.
Here we go. We got them all lined up. They're ready to go.
Coming to 3. We're
Yes.
There's a few laps left in this feature.
Here we go. Green flag. Gets the lead, but right on his bumper is
The 47A one more time. Capone out to the lead. Closely followed by that 52C
Gets
car.
around the 8. Mike
Oh, my
Reeder
God, I lost them.
for 4th. Stacy 1 and 5th.
Brad Bain in that 16R car. And the 72N.
Mike Reeder now looking
Mike
inside
Reeder up in the 4th place.
I got
for
most of
3rd
them.
place going into 3rd.
Reeder looking inside of Bain, trying to get the 3rd place.
I can't get those 2.
Reeder goes inside of Bain going into 3.
The 52C of Don Jackson still trying to catch a leader. There goes Reeder. Reeder up in the 3rd. Reeder gets by Bain. Here comes Bain. Going back at him. White flag. This time. Here we go into 3 and 4. Coming down for the checkers. It's going to be the 47A. Stephen Capone. Steve Capone wins night 1. A feature veteran dwarfs
Dwarf car
on the national weekend. The 47A wins the main event, the Friday main event. Steve Capone from Surprise, Arizona, your winner.
Congratulations to Steve Capone.
Great job by Steve Capone. your winner.
9, 8, 4,
So he'll be
9,
back out here for
6,
trophies
7,
when the show is over.
And 2 crossed.
2 did cross.
But and there, everyone's on the lead lap but the 2, honey. Does that help?
Don
All
Jackson.
right, we'll get another
in
feature
second,
out here in a
Mike
second.
Rader
2
in
minus
third.
1.
Man,
That's
I gotta
funny.
cool down. It's so hot here.
All right.
Yeah, we need to open that door.
Okay. What's next on the door? Veteran,
I have no idea.
sportsman.
Thanks for coming again, man. See ya.
That's all of them.
Yes, we did good.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what was next.
I know I look at my clock, it's way past my bedtime, I know that.
Can anybody tell us what's next?
And we are waiting to see which group is next for their feature.
Did the sportsmen or the pros? I bet you
So
it's
this is
sportsmen.
Dwarf Pro. We're patient. Gives us time to uncramp our finger.
Wait, so am I scoring? Like,
Huh?
do you guys think I'm also scoring?
Really?
Oh, maybe for the future.
I don't think we've got anything that's. Well, let me see. We Pro Dwarf, we might need you.
Yes.
Congratulations
There's
once
22.
again to
There's
Now,
Steve
which was
Capon,
this one, honey?
winner
This
of the
was-
Veteran Dwarf main event.
This is the veteran.
It's a veteran we just had.
Yeah,
Don
the veteran we just
Jackson,
had.
Okay.
second.
So, is this the pro dwarf then?
We don't know. Dave said he didn't know. This has to be
This is the pro.
for the pros, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta take this off for a minute. Oh my gosh.
My mom said someone lost a light in corner 1.
A light?
Yeah. Lost a light in turn 1 on the bottom.
Okay, hang on, let me get my head back on. Tony, before we start the race, you need to go to turn 1. Lori up in the stand said there's something laying down in there.
A light or something.
A light.
She says it looks like a light.
And it looks like, folks, this is
Thank
the
you.
pro.
We got our Pro Dwarf. Hey, feature.
Yes, we might need
We
to.
got the pros out
On a
here.
clipboard?
We're gonna have a fast 20 laps.
The 20 lap.
The 20 lap main event.
Main feature.
Kim, do you know?
Can you see between us?
Danny Wagner leading.
Out front,
If you come right here.
out front behind our domestic violence awareness car is the 11 double D of Danny Wagner. On the pole, Wagner.
Dominic's mom came down and she said there's stuff laying in the bottom of
The 12T out there, Dylan Coyne. Dylan
This
Coyne,
one?
second row inside.
Okay. I know who they are.
Second row outside, it's a 36 of Tip Holcomb. Tip Holcomb. Fifth row, third row inside, Christopher Chris in the 09C. Next to him is the 12N of Mike Grenard from California. Seventh position is Zach Larson, 51C. 08 of Chris Tremino.
Nick Velasquez.
Then you have the 31 double D of Eli Russo.
Got that one.
Then the 11th position, sixth row inside, 117T of Braden Becker. Outside the 15R is Sammy Gallo.
Somebody ain't going too
Next
far.
row is Drew Stark.
There's
Next
a
to
yellow
Drew
laying
is the
out
82
there,
of
and it's
Jason
also
Woods.
laying out there. Somebody ain't going nowhere.
Then the 15th place car in the 8th row, 22C of Kay Moore. Then the 16 and 58 car of Cole McEwen from Julesburg, Colorado. Then Keegan Moore in the 81, 61H of Rory Mortensen, the 06 of Nick Velasquez. And Dylan Budnick in the 25 car. The 88R's, Keith Welch. 61H of Rory Mortensen. Billy Taylor in the 4C. Ben Haney in the 3R. Josh Cochran in the 19D. Good job tonight, buddy. That was awesome, man. Huh? What's that, buddy? What space were you in?
And there we go, guys. As you heard,
What place? I don't know. They know that stuff. I'm not a scorer. That's right, buddy. That's right. That was sick, dude. Actually, it was like,
Oh yeah, I was like,
Honey, can I talk to you later, sweetheart, please? I'm kind of busy, alright, sweetheart.
for third, and then I
Hey,
look back like,
get on my wrist now.
I know, like,
It's on
second now.
Alrighty.
Just hold it, Axe, run into it.
There goes
Yeah,
an
but-
ambulance down the interstate.
I'm gonna stand
this is going to be a 20 lap
Is it
finish
John?
in the Pro
yeah, hit
Tour
results.
main
Axe
event
came up
for night
Oh, eight.
1.
8th place, buddy.
Axe came up 4 spots.
Up 4 spaces, yeah? Oh, yeah.
I drew a.
It's gonna show them what.
Nobody's touching you, dude.
And your number.
Nobody's catching you tonight, Houston.
As we are getting ready
He's like, was Axe
for
the
a green.
It's like your brother.
The
I was like, you went
11
fast as one.
You were the fastest one, absolutely.
I'll try.
I'm looking for you.
Jordan, or how many's out there?
Here we are, Dwarf Nationals, day 1.
I've got them all.
Your Pro Dwarf A feature ready to get kicked off here. Lights out. That means we're going to get a green flag.
There, they count again. Then as soon as we figure out who this is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's only 20 cars
It's
out
gotta be
there.
the 25.
So 2 didn't start. 2 cars didn't start. Okay. Sure.
So it comes down for the green this time.
We need to
Getting
find
ready
another
to take the green.
Real
Of
fast.
any
Going into 1 and 2, it's side by side for the lead.
I got most of them. If there's 20 out
06
there,
and
then
John
I know
Pike. Oh, look out on the inside. Here comes that 36 car. Here comes the 36 and Tim Holcomb. Here comes Holcomb on the inside. Takes second spot. Tim Holcomb. Chip Holcomb looking for the lead. Is that Pipe in the 6? Huh? 06?
06
Okay.
is Velasquez.
Oh, Velasquez, that's right.
Okay, if you
Name
can
didn't
help
come
me,
up.
who is behind the 12N?
That's the 25.
Is it 25? Okay.
There's no 25, but there's yeah.
Okay, so I've got 06, 36, 09C, 12N, and then 25. I've got 11 in third place.
And we've got a caution on the Speedway.
It's there. It's in bright yellow. I have 06, 36, 11, 09, 12. Then I'm not getting 11 then. And then 25. Then I got 51C.
Let's
58,
spin down to the bottom of turn number 4.
31DD.
All right, out front, the 06 of Nick
15R.
Velasquez. Velasquez out front.
88, 61.
Velasquez followed by the
Okay, I don't have
36.
88 either then. 61.
36
61,
cars, Tim Holcomb.
08.
All these are John Pike
03,
cars.
81, 82, 190. I've got a 4 and a 22 there.
Then you got the 11 double D of Denny Wagner. Wagner in third. Then you got fourth place, 09, Christopher Chris. That blue and yellow 09 car. Then you have the 12N of Mike Grenner. Grenner from California. They're in that red number 12.
Mike Grenner back there is
We're trying to do a lineup for a minute.
12 cars now. The cars that were
And I'm ready. I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all. You want to finish for me?
25.
My bed's right there in the motorhome. 9:30. I'm usually freaking 64 years old, man. I'm getting old. I ain't young like you, man. You're not even 30 yet.
Okay, turn them loose.
Yep.
Young and young and young. Long ways to go.
Okay.
You need to watch out. See, you need to watch out. They'll be looking for somebody to do this.
3611.
They'll be looking for an announcer sooner or later.
Hold on.
I can't live forever, you know.
11. Okay,
Yeah.
11.
09, 12, 27.
You can do it.
17.
Yeah, I heard you. You're good.
Thank you.
Good job.
31, 15, 61.
As the field rolls around under the caution, I got Nick Velasquez.
All right, this is Pro Dwarf main event. Rolls around. We're getting them all straightened out here,
It was
hopefully.
Drew Stark that spun
Brody's
around.
dying to turn the light out. Get the
Apologies
show
for not
going.
being able to read that number. He was a black.
Gotta make sure we get them all
Just
lined
right
up
in
where
the
they
dark
belong.
spot in the corner where
We
I
know the
just
leader
couldn't see the
is
numbers.
Nick Velasquez.
My apologies.
Velasquez in 06 in the lead.
Because we still have at
Get
least
another loop in this.
another couple more laps of caution.
These hits are horrible.
36 and Tim Holcomb holding down
We're
second.
not getting half of them, huh?
I see the 117T out there. Braden Becker
They come
from,
across.
up from Texas.
But they're not
in the
hitting.
51.
See all the zeros right here?
Back there in 9.
That ain't good.
Here we go. We're going to go racing this time. I believe we're getting them lined up where they belong.
And we're on. Oh, that's
Brady's
the
going to
idea.
give him a one to go this
One to
time.
go.
We're on 5. Starting 5. Once again, starting 5.
And that 51 is going to be on the outside of row 4. Let's see what he can do. He was one of those to watch in the heats. Not one we've talked about here early in the main. Let's see if that
Man, I haven't
changes.
Damn it.
Mike Greenard in that 12C. He's in the outside on row number 2. We're back to green.
Oh, mama, hold on. What to do? It shakes out Velasquez still in the lead.
Through Velasquez and Holcomb.
They're over in the battle for second place. It's Velasquez, then Tim Holcomb.
No chance there.
Holcomb, then Danny Wagner. Hey, Kim. We lost. Avs lost. We got a battle for 5th and 6th place back in the field. There's a whole bunch of cars back there battling it out. Out front, it's Velasquez. And then Tim Holcomb. Holcomb, then Denny Wagner. Denny Wagner in third. Halfway this time, halfway.
Halfway now.
Your fourth place. Your fourth place car is Braden Becker. Braden Becker from Texas. Here comes Becker in the 117K. Looking for third place. Oh, there's a spin. Spin up in 1 and 2.
Spin up in 1 and 2.
Got some contact. Got a few involved. Welch was involved.
Contact between Welch,
The 09 of Christopher Chris.
and Christopher Chris. Up in 1 and 2.
Okay, what do you got? 06, 36, 11, 117, 25, 09, 08, 31, then the blanket, 48, 88, 82.
Lap
All right.
12 of this feature, main event. Dwarf Nationals Pro
Well,
A feature. Friday night. I'll find out, but someone will let me know. Around half of these cars will be automatic qualifiers for tomorrow night's main
So
event.
who's leading this map? Those 6?
So half will go to the main event tomorrow night, and the rest will run to see if they go to the main event.
I have 06, 36,
He knows
09,
unless something
12,
drastic
whatever
happens.
this car is,
He'll go on
179.
to the main event. Ashman, Tim Holcomb, and Danny Wagner in third. These three have been the dominators
Oh, sorry, hon.
so far in this main event.
And 09 was part of the yellow, so we'll be
Okay,
back
never mind.
now.
06.
I have 06, 36, 11, 117, 25, 09,
Okay.
08,
This main event
31,
just
12.
dominated from
And that's
start
as
to
far
finish
as
by
I'm
John
sure.
Strait
We'll be
and his
starting
racing
12.
team.
We'll be starting 1,
And
2,
Nick
12.
Velasquez here in the Pro Dwarf division, and Tiff Holcomb Racing in second position for the majority of this event.
Nick Velasquez still out front.
Recognize the 82 of Jason Woods.
Some of these are in, some of them are. Yeah.
Woods,
Got the 11
late
double D.
entrance out of Colorado
Danny
Springs.
Wagner right up into third.
Well, then let's ship 88 to the back. 88 was stopped, so he goes to the back.
There he does.
Well, even if you stop to miss a wreck, they go to the back.
Yep.
Keith Welch now
He
getting
stopped in that corner
to
over
the
there.
back of the pack because he stopped in turn 1
He
and
goes to the
2.
back.
Missed the rut that brought out the caution. So Welch getting moved to the back of the pack.
Yeah, let's pretend it's lap 19.
Yeah.
These guys are son of a gun to score. They are so fast. Well, actually, we're starting to
Lights out this time. We might get a green flag.
Well, the John
The laps are counting down. Won't be long now.
Finish this
No.
Pro Dwarf
We're only doing 20.
A main on this Friday night.
Dawn. Dawn and Chris both actually stopped to
Nick
avoid
Velasquez leads.
got sent to the
I
back.
think you can lock it.
Danny Wagner wants to spoil the party. We're ready to win. Oh, the 09 gets me.
I know that's what I wrote that this part of it.
No trouble for the leaders.
Yellow.
Another yellow flag.
And we got another
Got a spin up to the top of 4.
turn
All
4.
right.
They're yelling for a tow truck, so I think he's broken.
This
Can't tell
It
who
sounds
that
like
is
they're gonna
right
need a
now.
hook up there.
Saying they're gonna need a tow truck down there.
9, 3, 1. Back this pit, Pat. Ready to back it.
Are you restarting 12 or 13?
13.
There's our mini hook up in the corner. Mini hook gonna take care of it.
I know they're good till 12.
I got ready to back. They're good.
They're good, so whenever we're clear, we can
That
start
smells
1,
fucking
3,
good.
start 1, 3.
That smells good. It rained somewhere. You smell that?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, them two can't be together. They're getting along.
Yeah,
Them two can't be
somewhere.
together. They're getting along.
Just too much noise for this gentleman here.
That's it.
Andrew.
Well,
Where do
Don
you live
can
at,
tell,
Andrew?
'cause he's just
What,
kinda
Wyoming?
Rock Springs, Wyoming.
Yeah,
What are you
but
doing
they're
tonight?
talking.
Staying in a motel or
Oh, that's
something?
not loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
That scares you.
Where you
That's
staying
not
at?
loud.
Down the Comfort Inn or something? Or?
Hampton Inn.
The Hampton. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We're
I
good.
was at the
Restart
Comfort Inn, but then they called me Wednesday night and said,
But you got hit in that
oh yeah,
bag.
we don't have a handicap room
You have
for
to
Why?
share.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a nice place, the Comfort Inn. I stayed in there last weekend.
I said, yeah, I had heard it was. I called and made a reservation.
And they got breakfast in the morning. And
I called and made a reservation June 3rd. Then they called last week just to confirm it because I needed a handicap room. And they said, oh yeah, we've got it, no problem. Then they called me.
then they call you and said, no, we don't have
Wednesday
it, no
night and
problem.
said, no, we don't have it.
Well, nice. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
Now I guess I'll stay at the Hampton. There they go, green flag. There we go. Just a few laps left of this one. Whoa, look out. And Chip Holcomb trying to get around Velasquez.
That's a bonus.
1 and 2 still.
06, Nick Velasquez. Velasquez still out with the lead.
Velasquez just total domination. Wow.
Here we go. We got 5 phalanges. Brody's showing them 5 phalanges. 5 to go this time. Nick Velasquez counting the laps. Nick Velasquez trying to hold down the win. Here comes Chip Holcomb. Holcomb up front trying to get the lead back. There's the 25 car of Dylan Budnick in third. Then the 11 Double D in fourth place. That's Danny Wagner in fourth place. And then we got the fifth place car, the 08 car of Chris Tremino. But here we go this time. I see a white flag this time around. 1 left to go. Holcomb high, but we stay green.
And the checkered flag is
And the checkered flag for Nick Velasquez. Nick Velasquez pretty much lead wire to wire. You're a champion of night one of the Dwarf Car National event. Friday night main event winner, Nick Velasquez. Followed by Tip Holcomb. Both of those John Pike cars. John Pike cars, 1 and 2. Riverside Recyclers on those cars.
I don't know.
And I don't know, did 03 come around on the
Then the
last
25
I don't.
was in
think
third
so.
place, Dylan Budnick.
John Pipe a lot to celebrate, and I personally
With the flagman.
Thank you
Ready
to-
to get drunk already?
No, the
To John
the
Pike.
flagman's wife's ready to get drunk now.
You can't quit, you're too young.
John Pipe
Okay, that's
was the one who invited
mess,
me out
I
to
dropped all the papers
be
on
the
the
one
bleachers and then I didn't chase after.
do
I'm
play-by-play
sorry, baby.
I kept
broadcasting
going and I got the last one.
of this
Good
weekend's
job.
event.
Did you?
Night 1 was fantastic.
I'll
I
give you
can't
the
wait
last
for
time,
night
babe.
So
2
is that the last race?
and championship night.
No, we have the. Is that it?
Here's what I had.
What
We'll
happened to
take
the
anything
sportsmen?
you got there.
Did
Yeah.
we run them already?
The back one is the first one.
We ran everything? Sportsman, Dwarf?
No, we still got Sportsman Main to go yet, don't we?
Yeah, that's what I thought. You haven't
That's right,
posted.
Sportsman made.
You have not posted lineups.
I don't have Sportsman.
Because they haven't run.
I
You
don't
should have one
know.
main left, I believe.
Oh, and
I'm not sure.
we do have sportsmen's.
I have nothing.
Well, I could have sworn Dave just said that's our last race, so get ready for the trophies.
Yeah, the ambulance is leaving.
I don't,
So
I
the
don't know.
Sportsmen don't have an A main? They only had a B main.
Are
I
they
guess
doing it
maybe tomorrow night.
Tomorrow?
Oh, the sportsmen's.
Oh,
must
that
have
was the
their
main.
A
I'm
main.
sorry.
That was their main. It wasn't a B. I knew it. There's too many cars out there for a B main.
Okay, I'm
So,
sorry, guys.
So when we
Oh, yeah,
called,
this last one
Screwed
is
everything up
definitely-
now. That's it.
so apologies, folks. The
Hey,
I was gonna kiss you. Now I don't know.
fire
the
me.
B main for the sportsman we called was actually
The
their
A
A
man.
main.
That's right.
So, what,
Y'all are
Oh, it's so hot.
so
out here,
apologies,
man.
No
folks. So
airflow.
we
Outside.
are
Zero
done
airflow.
now.
outside.
And open the if I keep the door open during the races, then
How did you
Andrew
do?
has problems with his microphone, so we
Are
definitely
you
can't have that
getting worse than
happening.
me?
Because somewhere,
this is how
there's
I
someone that
started.
cares, and they're actually listening
How I
to you,
ended.
right?
You got more
Yeah.
than that.
Somewhere's
Okay.
listening.
Yep.
Okay,
We
I'm
need
Sure,
to
you got
done
some
then?
listeners, right?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
gotta have a
You look like Kenny Wallace.
Yeah. Yep.
How
Not
cool,
it.
how cool is that?
Yeah.
I love watching him, man, on
So,
YouTube. You
what do
know,
we have next then?
every day he's
I
got a little
think we're
something to
done.
say, right?
It's
Yeah.
a turn
You watch
bar
him every
switch to
day?
go hot
Yep.
lap.
He's always got something to say, man. I love that guy.
Yeah. He's awesome.
He's old school like me. He's
Tomorrow.
a few years younger, but not much.
Yeah. so-
I'm 64. I think he's like 59 or
Yeah.
58.
Yes, Daddy DJ Banks. Yes, he got his
Yeah,
car
we're gonna give
fixed.
DJ Banks a few hot laps in his stock car.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us
He
for
had
night
some,
one. I'll be back
He had
tomorrow
some damage
night for
last
night
weekend.
two.
He's been working on it all week. DJ wanted to get a few laps in before
Thanks
they
for
go down to
joining
Callahan.
us for night one.
IMCA cars will be down south
Night
tomorrow
two
night.
coming up tomorrow.
For my
Car
Thanks for
sounds
joining
good, I
us.
tell you.
This is Andrew Gallinger. Have a good night, everybody. This has been night
Oh, look
one.
at you go. We had
Thanks
two
for
12s.
joining
I
us.
only have one
This has been
12.
Sounds
Andrew
good, turns
Gallinger
out.
on Dwarf Car Racing. Good night, everybody.